think we're live yet. Hey,
Emily just threw me up here because
Hey, are we live?
Champions aren't born.
Okay, where's... All right. I don't think we're live yet.
This is practice live.
Hola.
I'm okay with practice live. There we go.
Practice live.
Practice live.
Practice live.
It's better than practice dead.
I was
Ooh.
in this business for 5 years, you know.
You're seriously?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No.
Tell me about it.
I worked for KOY.
No kidding.
Yep, called the St. Pat's Championship.
I'll be darned.
In Tom Osborne's office.
Oh.
He likes Miller Lite and licorice.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's true.
Man, you learn the craziest things doing this stuff, don't
Yes, you do. It's a great job.
Yeah, it's
Ladies
not
and
bad.
gentlemen, welcome to the 5 p.m. session of the 4th Annual Buffalo Bill Brawl National Open Tournament. For bout number 25 for the day, please help me welcome to the ring, fighting out of the red corner, by way of Montana, weighing in at 129.8 pounds, let's hear it for Dylan Martin! And fighting out of the blue corner, coming from Nebraska,
Montana.
weighing in at 130.2 pounds, let's hear it for James Peters!
James looking calm in the corner there, as he always does. I don't know how that kid stays so calm in the corner like that. All right, here we go. First bout of the evening for the 5 p.m. session. Thank goodness we only have 14 tonight because it's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
What do you think, Meekum? Has it been a long day for you, or are you just excited to be here?
I'm just happy to be sitting right here watching fights.
You know what? You're exactly right. That's what we need in this town.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
James so far putting pressure on Dylan.
It's interesting because I do practice with James, and this kid is a smart fighter. This kid uses his brain, and he reads, and he'll step in right after he figures out what you're doing.
Getting a warning to strike to the back of the head there. So tell me about James. What's he like in the gym?
He works hard. He works harder than pretty much everybody else, including my old self. But the thing about him is he'll fight everybody. He doesn't care. He does care. He really loves the sport. That's the thing about James is he's a boxer. So up there in the gym, it's nice to be with him.
Apologize to Dylan. We have a total. Our entire commentating staff is top tier members, so apologies ahead of time. We're slightly biased, so we think you're doing fantastic out there, but James is our guy.
Dylan driving forward really well.
Yeah.
He's putting up with it.
I was saying James is controlling the center of the ring, but Dylan's taking over that spot. Dylan says his boxing team and his coach inspire him every day to do what he does. He's coming in with 7 bouts. James is 7 bouts, so experience-wise, dead even.
It's a good fight.
Man, Dylan's coming after him right now.
That was a quick first round.
That was. Dylan started off slow, but he came back in the later ends of the round. I thought James was going to outwork him, and man, it kind of turned course for there. Who you got for that round?
Oh, well, I'm trying not to be super biased.
It's so hard.
It's hard. But I would say I'm going to lean towards James, but Dylan was turning it around at the end. So for me, if he did enough, I think he could have took that first round.
You giving it to Dylan, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it going either way.
I could too. I mean, Dylan did come back at the end there, and he proved himself. So, I mean, it could go either way.
I'm going to stay loyal and give it to James, but you guys can turncoat. That's fine.
Oh,
Not turncoating. He did. That was an impressive second half first round for Dylan. That was a nice job for that kid.
Totally agree. I'm only joking, of course. All right, here we go. Round number 2. Did you know that JJ recruited James while they was getting his haircut? That's how he ended up in the boxing gym.
Those are the kinds of things that I love to hear about.
Sitting there getting your haircut, and some old guy says, "You know what you'd be good at? Punching people in the face."
That's awesome. You know he is, and he's good at punching people in the face.
It's a true statement.
It's very good.
All right. Well, again, James starts off strong in the beginning of the round.
He's just got to keep that intensity, that pace going the whole fight.
Yeah.
You know, don't give the guy a chance to turn it around.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If he can keep this up, then that's his fight. But I'm curious what happened in the first round that he kind of backed off of that on the second half.
He did back off. It seemed like he took a shot there. As we were talking about it, there was a shot that slipped through that kind of dazed him a little bit, I saw.
That makes sense. Sometimes you get especially a good body shot.
Yep.
And you'll just have to take it down a gear just to survive.
And he did that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and now he's coming back out. All right.
He's got it back together, fighting a good fight.
Agreed.
And Dylan's doing a good job also. He's staying right. This is a fairly evenly matched boxing match right now.
Really good fight.
Having good combos back and forth.
Ooh, there was a good left there. James saw him sneaking in down low, got that left in.
So James wanted to shout out to his aunt and uncle, Jamie and Brogan. So what's up, guys? Hopefully you'll watch this later on. Oh, 10 seconds.
There's a nice 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Nice.
James is slugging on this one.
That's a stronger round out of James right there.
Totally agree.
That's James.
I'm going to have to give that one to James. Ask, Coach. Brad, I'm serious. If you ask me, it's James.
I was going to, but you beat me to the punch. No, I tend to agree. So this easily could be coming into the round 1-1 right now.
He's going to see what adjustments they make when they come out.
Coach JJ's getting him to breathe in the corner. That's good because he was out there punching hard. When you try and hurt somebody, it takes a lot out of you.
It does. Some people think they can just get in a ring, don't they? And you have got to be in some serious good shape. You don't just get into a ring. And the most in shape guy breathes hard. I'm telling you.
Well, you combine the adrenaline of the crowd and the fight and everything else that's going on, and just the sheer adrenaline dump is ridiculous. On top of that, all of the physical exertion that actually takes place.
Nice.
It's intense.
James fighting right out from here, right here in North Platte. Dylan fighting out of Montana. Man, we got kids from all over around here.
It must be a good tournament. They like this place, it seems like.
Yeah,
They're coming from a long ways.
What, you got 9 states, Coach?
13.
13.
13
That's
different
awesome.
states, yes.
Nice.
James playing a little bit.
It does seem like Dylan's gotten a little tired here. James is trying to play into that game, I think.
I agree. James coming with the fakes and the in and out. He's playing a little, poke him and get out of there.
Yes, sir.
That's a smart fight.
Very smart. And honestly, that's a tiring way to fight somebody when you're already tired. They poke you and then they're gone.
You can't do anything to get them back.
It's James's game plan every time. He's good at it.
Dylan's staying in there, though. He's fighting to fight.
Rest with that kid.
Oh, nice jab. Dylan's hanging in there. He's doing well.
You see him step the angle behind?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Nice. Oh, there was a
Beautiful.
couple nice rights there out of Peter.
Standing 8. Good fight so far. Good fight. Yeah, Dylan's sucking wind pretty hard right there.
Sucking wind, I think that's his main issue right now, Coach. You're right.
I agree. That's the worst feeling in the world, being tired and somebody's still punching you in the
Yeah,
face.
he's coming at you.
Yeah.
It is.
You got to find your next level.
You ask any fighter, and when they're honest with you, they're not scared of getting knocked out or losing. They're scared of getting tired.
100% accurate.
Amen to that, brother.
100%. I can vouch.
How many
There's
fights you
another-
got, Meekum?
4.
4 fights, yeah. No, the worst feeling in the world being tired and somebody still trying to kill you.
Yep.
It's a lesson. It is a lesson.
You learn a lot about yourself in those moments.
That was a nice last 2 rounds out of James right there, guys.
Yeah, I think the first round could have been a toss-up, gone in either way, but I think James brought the last 2 home. So
Agreed.
I agree.
we'll see if the judges agree with us. They should. I mean, we're obviously right.
Impressed with Dylan Martin's toughness. That kid came down and showed some toughness. He boxed.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
a hard thing to do against James. Again, I'm not trying to be all biased and stuff, but working with that kid up in the gym, he reads you. He's a reader.
You could tell he was thinking about it, what he was doing. He knew what he was up to. He had a plan. You could see him thinking about what he was up to. So that's a good skill to have under pressure.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go to the decision. The suspense is killing me.
And your winner for the first bout of the 5 p.m. session, by unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, let's give it up for James Peters!
Good fight from Dylan, though. A lot of heart in that kid for sure.
He definitely brought it.
Definitely impressed with Dylan's skills there. He did not do a bad job at all. He just got tired. He wore himself out there at the end, and James saw it.
Yeah, more sprints. That's what Coach Brad would say.
Yep.
You guys, that is what Coach Brad would say.
I've heard this a lot.
Verbatim, that's what I would say, and that would fix that problem. But sprints suck, so.
Yep.
So coming up, we got Cody Wilson fighting out of Lincoln, Nebraska, and Johnny Reyes out of Greeley, Colorado.
Looks like a nice matchup.
9 bouts to Johnny Reyes and 7 bouts to Cody, so we're talking pretty even on the experience level.
It looks like we got a height difference here going on, Coach.
Oh, yeah, I did not notice that.
Yeah.
You are probably right.
I'm slouching so I can't see their legs.
That's a tall
Then I sit
kid.
up.
He's pushing 6'3".
Well, you being tall, we would probably recognize that.
Yeah.
Huh? You're what, 6'9"?
6'8".
6'8"?
Yeah.
I like how I'm off at 6'9".
You can say 6'9".
Please help me welcome to
I'm
the
telling
ring.
you, that's what they would put
By
on the
way of
basketball
Nebraska,
rod.
weighing in at 130.8 pounds, let's hear it for Cody Wilson! And fighting out of the blue corner, coming to us by way of Colorado, weighing at 131 pounds, let's hear it for Johnny Reyes!
All right, yeah, you are not kidding. That is a height advantage.
Let's see what happens here. My kind of fight.
You gonna take some notes on what to do and not to
Hey,
do?
there you go.
So you're in preparation for your first bout, right?
I am preparation for a first bout.
Are you excited for it?
I'm excited for it, yes.
Yeah?
I just want to show the kids up there that this old guy can do something.
Well, good. We're all proud of you, man. Like we're excited. This is gonna be fun. I told JJ, you get him a match. Let me know. I'm driving and getting a ticket. I'm watching that.
So we're looking at it. Oh, here we go.
Oh man,
We got some fire.
Johnny Reyes is not letting the height advantage deter him at all. Cody Wilson, training out of Southside Boxing in Lincoln, Nebraska. I actually trained there for a little while I was living in Lincoln. Good gym.
Nice.
Man, that reach is just difficult to overcome.
You know,
isn't
he's
it?
going to have to start doing something with that. He is going to have to probably start jabbing. There we go. We need to see some jabs out of that tall kid.
Yeah. The short guy needs to get off center and get around the corner and stay out of the way of that straight jab and any right hand that's coming down from a mile away.
You got it, Meacham.
Yeah,
That's better.
the bull rush that he did, Johnny Reyes did. There you go. See how he's
Stay
getting
right
inside? Yep. That's what he needs to do, and just stay on that.
The tall fighter stays long, he's going to have a pretty good day.
I agreed.
Cody's dancing and moving his feet and trying to stay on the outside. So this is a.
If I don't stay tall and long up there, guys, and boom, you're on me. You know.
Yeah, Cody Wilson's actually fighting a pretty technical fight right now. You know, staying light on his feet and moving. It's smart. It's very smart. Johnny's trying to kill him though.
You got to get in there and throw that hard, because you got to close the distance.
And once you close the distance, you got to make it count. You can't mess those opportunities.
No, because if he gets away from you and you miss that opportunity to work, when you get inside the tall guy, he gets out and he didn't capitalize. You're going to be regretting that.
You'll feel it.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Because it takes a lot of dang work to get to the inside. So once you're in there, you have to make it. You got to capitalize.
A testament to Reyes, though. He did a good job getting out of the bull rush. I mean, it was a little bit steppish, but he got out of the way.
So Reyes is in the blue corner,
Oh.
and Wilson is in the red corner.
Wilson,
So just a
I
heads up.
apologize. Wilson got out of the way of Reyes.
Man, Johnny Reyes is ready to go. He kicked his corner out early. He was like, "Get out of here! Take this stool with you."
We don't take rest breaks.
No breaks in boxing. Let's go.
Yeah, Crush, that's kind of like you giving us a break at practice.
Yeah, that don't happen.
That don't happen.
That don't happen. Yeah, no, Johnny Reyes is, I mean, he's at a distinct disadvantage, but he is not deterring him at all.
He's throwing that jab right back at him.
It's interesting right now he's playing the outside game with Wilson.
That's not a good strategy. Well, I mean, some guys can do it, you know. But for me, when I'm fighting a tall guy, I just get beat up all over the place. So then I try to get inside, since I'm shorter than everyone. So for me, I like to get inside.
This is interesting analysis because we got Meekum, who's a shorter fighter, and then
Hey.
you over here are a giant.
I have practiced with him a couple of times up in the gym, and so it's a difficult matchup, I promise. And he's strong,
Well, thanks.
very strong.
That was then the tall fighters give me such a pain. Like, well, everybody being taller than me, you know, is hard. But when they're like really tall like you, you gotta really pay attention and work.
Man, Reyes is still trying to take his head off.
He is too. He's on fire.
Wilson's out there, you know, boxing and moving and shaking. Reyes is trying to kill him. That's the difference between a fight and a boxing match.
There you go. I mean, you got to give Wilson some credit there to stick in through those bull rushes. That can be a scary thing.
Absolutely. And he's staying really technical, you know what I mean, in the face of that onslaught.
It's hard to do. That's hard to do.
Yeah, absolutely. No, this is an interesting fight. I'm curious where the judges are going to land.
That's a good back and forth.
10 seconds.
One thing I worry about the taller fighters, they're chin up, you know. Like, a lot of tall fighters get so comfortable they're out of range for the face. A lot of tall fighters will sit there like that, and how you beat a tall fighter, overhand rights.
Yeah, boom.
And because they're like this and their chin's up.
It's a presentation.
Yeah.
Or a present.
There you go.
All right, here's the money question. Who you got so far?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna say Wilson so far. He's handling pressure very well, and he's not making bad decisions. But I mean, Reyes is right on it. Like, it could go.
Punch count alone, I mean, Wilson's winning easily. He's landing way more punches, and I mean, just that alone. Reyes is having to do a lot of dancing, and he's not punching a lot.
Yeah.
It's an interesting, you know, analysis because I agree with you. You know, Wilson is by far ahead on the punch count. But if I were to pick who I wanted to be in this fight, I would much rather be Reyes because he's landing big shots.
Big shots.
He's throwing hard. You always want to be the guy
Right
doing
there.
that. I like how he's dealing with the height disadvantage that he's got. It doesn't seem to bother him too much.
Yeah, how tall do you think Wilson is?
I give 6'3".
It's kind of what I was thinking. 6'3", 6'4", somewhere
Yeah.
around there.
Yes, sir.
130 pounds.
Wow.
That's tall for that weight. Like, that's ridiculously
They
tall.
don't really make them that tall, that light.
Apparently they do. I mean,
Right
he's
now.
right
That's
there.
the thing about him is he's going to get durable. He keeps fighting guys like this. He's going to get durable and be able to take punishment. That would be scary.
Yeah, because he'll, with that extra length, he has time to step the angle as he's retreating. Once he learns to do that, he's going to be an animal.
That range is very nice. Like, I like tall fighters because I'm not one. I really like tall fighters. I'm like, man, that'd be great.
Meekum does midget wrestling in his spare time.
We call those average-sized people wrestling.
I don't. You know what? I don't want him. I don't want him grappling me. It doesn't feel good.
When Meekum gets old, you know it.
Yeah. That he just
Thank
Reyes has done a lot better job with that jab in this third round. I'm telling you.
Agreed.
That's the points he needs too.
You think Reyes finally slowed down and got a little? Oh, he's still throwing bombs, man.
You're wanting to make a difference, but sometimes you need to get established and pick your shot.
Right. Right. You do have to get an establishment there. It didn't seem like he gathered it.
Yeah. I wonder if Johnny realized that he was behind on points and he was just going for the knockout. Because at that point, why not? You know,
You might as well throw it.
Right. Exactly.
potentially. I don't know. It's hard saying what goes through the mind of a guy when he's in the middle of a fight. You know.
I'm just throwing.
If you're tired, sometimes you lose your mind and you have no thoughts. And you're like, huh? What did you say? I'm just tired.
Yeah, and that's kind of what was impressing me with Cody Wilson, because even though he was in, Johnny was throwing big shots at his head. he never diverted from the game plan. He stuck right in there and right with it. How long you got for the next fight? That's why I was trying to get a bout sheet. Oh, you're trying to see the bout sheet? All right. So you guys think Wilson, or what do you think?
And your winner,
Going
by
Wilson.
unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner,
Oh!
let's hear it for Johnny Reyes.
I'll be darned.
He came back. He made some adjustments he needed to do. That's
Good for Johnny, man.
Wow.
good.
See, I agree with that decision because
Okay.
the big, I understand the scoring. The more you touch the guy, you're racking up points. I get that, but touching a guy over and over and over doesn't mean you were winning a fight.
Okay.
One big shot and you eat it, and you go, oh, I don't feel like I'm winning this fight anymore. You know.
right.
And Johnny was landing some big shots, so. That's interesting to me because of how the scoring is normally done, and I'll be honest, I agree with that.
That was nice.
Yeah. Effective punches.
Exactly.
Does your punch matter? I hit you 5 times and it's not even 10%. But if I hit you one time and it's like 40 or yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome
Does
to the
your
ring.
punch matter?
Yeah, it has to matter.
Coming to us by way of Montana, weighing in at 131 pounds and fighting out of the red corner, let's hear it for Dante Velarde. And fighting out of the blue corner, coming to us by way of Wyoming, weighing in at 132 pounds, let's hear it for Damian Hauser.
He does, not bad, huh? All right, I'll be right back.
They're doing that fast pace right away.
We were talking about that earlier. Sometimes you find that in these bouts. These guys sometimes forget their training, come out swinging, and got to settle down.
Yeah, it's usually round 2 is when they figure that they need to start doing some stuff to like not be so amped up.
Yep.
Get into your game plan. It's probably something to think about when you get in there. Hey, I've got 3 rounds. I got 3 rounds to put in work, so I might as well start establishing my pattern, start establishing my game plan instead of like just trying to go for broke. which it can work for you, but sometimes, you're giving away a round.
Sometimes go for broke is a game plan. Like they want you to come out and disrupt who you're fighting. Just be wild a little bit and then back off.
I don't know if you guys noticed that, but that Dante, he enjoyed thoroughly knocking that mouthpiece out of that other kid.
Yeah.
He had
I
a
bet
big
he
old
did.
smile on his face
I
when
bet
that
he
happened.
did. That's like winning gold, boss.
That makes you feel good.
Damian Hauser fighting out of Casper, Wyoming, Casper Boxing Club. Clayton Jensen is the coach out there.
You ever spent time out there?
Casper?
Did you win your belt in Wyoming?
Yeah, that was in Torrington is where that was from.
Yeah.
Yep. I've been there for fights a couple times, but I haven't spent real time out there. Oh, lost his mouthpiece again. We're having some problems.
He bit it in half.
Oh.
Half a mouthpiece would be harder to keep in your mouth. That's true.
Don't tell him you bite down on this thing like it's your lifeline.
Dante Velarde fighting out of Helena, Montana.
Ooh,
Another
there we
Montana
go.
fighter. He's
Yes,
got some
sir.
speed.
He's got some good combinations.
A little worried about his hands and how low he's keeping them.
Yeah.
He should pick up a little bit.
Once that taller guy gets settled and that guy's dropping his hands, that could change the whole fight. Just the
Hey, a nice 1-2 will make that guy pick his hands up real quick.
yeah.
I did a boxing match, Smoker and Carney, years ago, and the guy that cornered me said, "This level of boxing, all you gotta do is throw 1-2, 1-2." I'm like, "Okay, I can do that." I get in there, me and this guy are going to war. He's like, "Upper!" He's the guy told me he said 1-2. He's screaming, "Uppercut, uppercut!" I'm like, "Where's that 1-2?"
Change the game plan right in the game.
Sometimes on the field of battle, you gotta adjust the strategy.
Sometimes.
Me and that guy were covered in the whole ring, everything was covered in. I had a white shirt, turned it red. It was a good fight.
That's a nice story, boss.
Yeah, I got a few of them. They're
Yeah.
fun. I'm hoping to get you some of them.
Yeah,
Meekin's got a few.
I do.
he does.
I got a few.
I've seen a few.
All right, here we go.
I want to see that guy get a little bit aggressive when that dude's dropping his hands. Get some punches in there.
Hauser is a little bit more, refined. Like he's a little more refined in his boxing skill. I agree with you. I think a little more aggression would really help him in this match.
He's trying to read a little too much, and that guy, what's his name?
Dante.
Dante Velarde.
Velarde. That's a nice last name.
And
He's
Vel-
not. Oh,
He's got to. If you're gonna have your hands down, that low, you gotta move your head. You're gonna have to get on your swivel. You're gonna have to duck some stuff, especially when you're a little bit shorter.
I don't know. Eating those punches is not slowing Dante down in the slightest, or encouraging him to raise his hands.
It's
there's
like,
that jab.
Clean boxing out of Damian Hauser, but the aggression is Velarde's, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Which leads me to, the earlier fight, we were saying the technical fighter wins every time. And now we have an aggressive fighter versus a technical fighter. Where does this stand with the judges?
Kind of seeing a different story at this point.
It's interesting. You don't know where you're going to land now.
It's the fight. It's beautiful.
It is. It really is. And you never know.
Yep, that's. I want to see who's more effective at said styles, because you got a technical guy, more of a guy that's not so technical and just likes to bang.
So Velarde's coming out swinging, like you say, not so technical, right? And that Hauser kid is dealing with it. He dealt with it rather well in that second round, a lot
Yeah.
better than he did in the first round.
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly. But again, it throws a wrench in the. Normally you'd say, oh, the clean technical boxer's winning, but not with these judges apparently.
No, it's more of like you got your technical fight, what you do, and then there's what you do when you're fighting. That's the difference. Like applied technique, I would say, beats technical stuff. How you apply it and is it effective? Control, aggression, stuff like that will play a part.
You've already talked about it. That punch, getting that punch to land, control.
And again, one big punch can change
Boom.
everything, especially a good body shot.
That nice left, you got it.
And the last thing the judges see at the end of the rounds is going to stick in their minds.
Looking at Dante's sheet, I think he wrote down he has 55 bouts.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that guy's just working out all the time.
That's a lot of bouts.
Amateur.
And yeah, that's a lot of fights for
That's
anything.
every weekend.
It is. There's 54 weeks in a year.
He's only 15 too.
He's going to have hundreds. By the time he goes pro, he's going to have hundreds of boxing matches under his belt.
Ooh, there's a good clean jab. Oh, Dante's hands are coming up now. It's an interesting style. Part-time.
It is.
It's you don't see that a lot in boxing.
I was happy to see Hauser clean it up a little bit. It's been nice to see that.
Hauser said he started boxing because he wanted to try a new sport.
Nice.
You're doing a good job. I like that. That's a great attitude.
Yeah, this is a very evenly matched fight. Another one that I'm glad I'm not judging because
This would be a hard.
I don't think I'd want to judge tonight. I got a job.
Yeah.
a real job. Oh, good counter.
It was nice.
Oh, see, he just jumps right in throwing, And if you're not throwing something as he's jumping in, you're probably not going to catch him because he's in and out. So.
Big hug from these kids. That's what you want to see because
That was good. That was nice to see.
They
That
were-
was a good fight. They fought the whole time. We saw some good exchanges.
they went to war with against each other, but they went to war together still. And sometimes you build bonds through that.
Amen, brother.
So here's the question. I'm going to ask it.
Man, I'm going to go with Dante on this.
Dante. Okay. All right. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm going opposite because I just like how Hauser played those last two rounds. I think he did a much better job.
Yeah, this one could go either way very easily.
I was the other way when it started, and then I watched the fight a little bit more, and I kind of going the other way on that.
Yeah.
It's going to be very close.
It is going to be close.
I'm going to call one more round.
Yeah.
Ladies and
one
gentlemen, your winner by split decision, fighting out of the blue corner, let's hear it
Nice.
for
Good
Damian Hauser!
I thought he pulled it out. He did a much better job those last two rounds. His coach coached him into figuring it out.
Yep, that was good. That was a good call. He did enough to get it switched around on that fight.
Speaking of coaches, we're joined here by Coach Ash from up there in top tier. What's going on, boss?
Well, I'm back. I had to go home and deal with some little cranky children.
Well, you have children. That's what you got to do, Daddy.
Can I have the blue corner opponent for bout 28? Please report to the ring. That is the blue corner opponent. Please report to the ring for bout 28. Jonathan Cruz. Jonathan Cruz, please report to the ring.
So it looks like I missed the exciting last fight. Well, I caught the last round.
It was a very good fight from
awesome.
start to finish. I mean, wow.
Every fight we've sat and watched in the last 4 fights have been just outstanding. It's good boxing tonight, Coach.
This is what they need to see about boxing is the sport, you know. Everybody's on the MMA train.
New corner opponent, Jonathan Cruz, please report to the ring. Jonathan Cruz, please report to the ring for bout 28.
But boxing, you know, there's some good fights out of boxing, you know. And when I was a kid, it was a big deal, you know, all the Tyson fights and all them guys going on. So I grew up watching boxing and stuff like that. So I have a love for boxing.
Of course.
See, I love MMA. I do. I wrestled forever, but I just don't want to get kicked in the face.
More? Any more than you already have?
So I enjoy boxing. It's a sweet science. It's relaxing.
It is a sweet science. You're right about that. They say it's the 3rd best martial art, actually, on the earth. So, and after doing it, I have to agree. It is an art.
Yeah. I definitely appreciate boxing because MMA, if I make a mistake when we're fighting, I take you down. I can get my bearings back. I can work a different technique. Here, you make a mistake, you pay for it.
Yeah.
And you stay paying for it.
Yeah.
So
Talking about the sweet science of it, that is scientific theory
All
right
bout
there,
28,
Eric.
fighting out of the red corner, coming to us by the way of Nebraska, weighing in at 136.4 pounds. Let's hear it for Wilford Carrillo. And fighting out of the blue corner, coming all the way from Illinois, weighing in at 133.2 pounds. Let's hear it for Jonathan Cruz.
nice. There's another tall fighter.
Another tall fighter. You missed a tall bout two fights ago, Josh. It was a pretty good bout.
See, I can relate with Wilver. Everybody we fight's going to be just about taller than us.
I guess both of you over there can deal with that.
Yep.
Not all of us can be stretched, man.
Nope, I'm every bit of 5'7".
Same with me.
Every bit of it.
Well, 5'7's not bad. You're not too short, but you're not too tall.
Yeah. But I'd still like to have longer arms or something, you know.
Oh, I wish I was like 5'10".
I wish I was tall, you know. Like that's why I got a tall wife. My wife's 6'4".
Yes, she is. And she's not no slouch either.
No.
I've had the pleasure of boxing her. And let me tell you, she can punch.
Yeah, that was a good call by the ref. He slipped.
He did slip.
So good call, ref.
So that was that Carrillo or Cruz that fell there?
That was Carrillo.
Carrillo.
Okay.
Carrillo's nickname is the Mayan Warrior.
I like it.
Great name. Gotta love it.
Sometimes fight names just make you an automatic fan.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, yep,
All the time.
I'm a fan right now.
Yep.
It's like every fight has gone on, has gotten better and better and better.
Jonathan Cruz's biggest inspiration is Kobe Bryant. Great person to inspire you.
Actually, yes. It
Not
doesn't
a-
matter what sport you're in.
No.
Not a bad choice.
Oh, no, not at all.
Smart guy.
He's showing good footwork. He's working that angle. Carrillo's doing a good job trying to get in.
Well, that's his game plan. He's going to have to.
He's working that jab to the body very nicely. I can relate being a southpaw and being short.
Southie. Or Mr. Rude.
Mr. Rude and Crude. Mr. Obnoxious Dude.
Oh, you southpaws have some secrets hidden.
Some of us
Don't try to fool us.
Yeah, we know what you're up to. We're on to you.
This is a great fight so
It
far.
is actually. These guys
Very
are
nice pace.
paced well. They're throwing punches. They're boxing.
I like the movement. They're
Oh, yeah.
utilizing the ring, you know, making good movement.
This is
choices.
great
I mean-
to see.
Jonathan Cruz has 26 bouts under his belt. Carrillo's standing at 10.
I'm sure Carrillo's working his way up the ladder to try and get up there to that many fights.
Oh, yeah, and he's doing great boxing. He's doing a good job getting in and out, making sure he's not getting hit with that good lead backhand.
It's hard to imagine they're only like 133 pounds, 136 pounds, somewhere.
I
in
know,
there.
right?
It is.
They look a lot bigger right here than what their weight says.
Yeah.
Of course, I know how weigh-ins go. I weighed in one time 145. I went to weigh-ins that night. After I weighed in, I was 145, and then I put on 11 pounds that night, and then the next day I put on another 11 pounds.
Oh, that's brutal.
So I put on 22 pounds by the time I fought.
Couple of shout outs from the fighters. Jonathan Cruz wants to say hi to his barber DL. So DL, if you're listening, Jonathan says hi.
Also his mother and grandma. Both sides he puts in quotations, so got to emphasize on that.
Carrillo over here wants to say hi to his friends, his family, and his dog.
Dude,
You know-
God put the love in for the dog.
Oh yeah,
I'm a dog person myself. I had to go home and deal with children and say hi to my puppy.
same. We got 2 dogs at home too, so they're an important part of our squad.
Dude, I spar with my dog. Why do you think I got a boxer, man?
Well, you got to put the glove on.
Oh, that was a nice lead hook by Cruz.
Looks like Carrillo's getting a little bit tired here, guys.
Or is he playing possum? Because his head movement's not showing so much.
Yeah, his head movement seems like he's still got some gaps there. So
I think it's trying to play possum in there.
I think he's kind of searching.
Well, there you go. That's probably the word for it, Eric. You're right.
Ooh.
He's searching for that shot because he looks like he can throw pretty hard. So it's looking like he wants a real good shot to set up something else.
Agreed.
That's kind of what I would be doing if I was in his
Oh.
position. Ooh.
No, Cruz is dancing.
Cruz, yeah, yeah.
I mean, he knows
got-
what he's
Pulling
doing.
out that lead left hook.
Yeah, you can't search too much. You gotta still keep your eyes on the road.
You betcha. Yeah. That's a perfect analogy. Impressed with Cruz's movement.
Oh, Cruz switched stances up. Oh,
He's very elusive right now.
yeah.
He is.
But he's dangerous. He's moving, but he's still relevant.
He's doing a great job at keeping Carrillo at distance.
He is. He's using his height to his advantage. What you always telling me, Coach? Stand up.
Stand up. Use that jab. Use that cross.
And stay long.
Yep. I'm sure you tell your wife that often.
Yeah. She's so hard to hit in the body because she fights me so much.
Yeah.
I can't land her in a liver shot or nothing. She's hard to hit in the body.
Oh, nice backhand by Cruz.
But she's got some pretty hard shots she can throw.
Nice head movement.
That
by
was
Carrillo.
dancing.
Now Cruz is getting Carrillo to chase him around a
He
little
is.
bit.
He is. That's kind of his game plan at this point.
Yeah, now that he's gotten him to stop moving his feet forward, Cruz planning to land it nicely.
You just don't want to plant so long that you're growing roots.
Carrillo
That
says,
is very true.
when asked, who is someone that inspires you, Carrillo said, my dad.
Hey, shout out dads.
I think that's pretty awesome. Casey Bars coaching Carrillo. They're coming out of the Fremont Boxing Club.
Jonathan Cruz started boxing when he was 19. He stopped playing basketball, put on a pair of boxing gloves.
Isn't that interesting? I played basketball for 35 years. put on the boxing gloves.
Well, look at your guys' height. You guys are perfect for it.
There's a lot of boxers. Like, let's talk about like Tyson Fury, right? The champ,
Tall.
6'8".
Yeah.
There's who's the guy coming up that we're just watching with Coach JJ. Unfortunately, he just got knocked out, but
I'd have to look.
yeah, I'll look it up. Ooh. There's a nice sneaky left there by Cruz.
Cruz using that hook and uppercut to his advantage.
Isn't he? It's a beautiful thing to see. Oh, my.
It's coming over the top of that hook real nice.
Yeah, he is.
It's like he's changing his mind.
Cruz is standing right on his feet, kind of like reminded me of Lomachenko.
There it
how
is.
He's using the ring. Doing great counter punching. Oh, nice.
Carrillo's running the game plan that he can run here against Cruz. I mean, there's not a whole lot he can do game plan-wise. He's got to stay strong like he's staying. He's absorbing the abuse.
But at least he's
He's trying to give him some shots back.
smart.
That was smart to hug up, right?
You gotta stop that onslaught.
Yep.
Whether you're throwing right back to give him something to back off, or you gotta tie up.
Well, if he's not going to back off, you're going to have to tie those arms up.
You gotta get it.
Try make the ref break it up. Give you at least like 3-4 seconds to catch your breath.
It's just a lot when you're getting pounded by every direction. You know, you gotta do something.
Oh,
That was a good, yeah.
oh,
That was stiff.
yeah, it was. Stopped him dead in his
There's
tracks.
that overhand hook again.
Oh, he's finding a home for that backhand now.
He's
Carrillo's
sucking-
not
he's
backing
sucking-
down,
No,
though.
Carrillo's not.
He's doing a good
Carrillo
job.
says,
of centering
okay,
control.
pull me in. I'm coming
Yeah.
right in.
Great center ring control.
Oh.
We got our first takedown.
We got some tired guys. We're all right.
You can tell these guys are starting to.
They gotta get settled and start working the game. You know.
Cruz is still doing a great job working that outside, keeping on the move.
Ooh.
That had some heat on it.
Might as well come with it in the final round.
Like JJ would say, coming from left field, just like that.
That was a nice looping uppercut.
It was.
I have just been impressed, guys, with the boxing today. It has been a nice show.
I haven't seen any bad boxing at all.
All these coaches, these squads, these boxers are all doing a good job. You guys would have a nice time out here, I'm telling you.
Man,
If you guys can't make it out for the rest of today, there's always tomorrow.
Yep.
We got more bouts coming out tomorrow.
I think they're just gonna get better.
Oh, I absolutely agree. I think progressively, every fight has been progressively better than the
Agreed.
last.
Agreed.
All these fighters have done a very good job.
Well, Coach Brad was asking the question earlier, Josh. So, I mean, you know, who do you got, right? Who
I'd
won?
have to say Cruz.
I think Cruz. I'm with him on the Cruz here.
Yeah, I'd suggest Cruz won every round, actually.
But Carrillo should never bow his head at any moment because he had great center ring control. He had a great jab. He was working that jab to the body round 1 and round 2, just doing an overall great job of just making his presence known. And he kept Cruz on the move constant.
He fought a good fight.
He did.
I mean,
He did what he had to do.
When a guy's an entire head and half a shoulder taller than you, Micah.
that's just kind of how it
What'd you
goes.
say? I don't know. What did you say?
I was like, when a guy's a whole head and half a shoulder taller than, oh yeah, you can't hear me from all the way up there.
All right, your winner for bout number 28 by unanimous decision. Let's give it up for Jonathan Cruz.
That was a good fight.
Yep.
I hope when they go back and watch this and they hear us say, "Hey, you guys did good."
They
Right?
should,
You know,
neither one of them should hang their heads. That was an amazing fight.
that was some good boxing.
It was.
really good boxing.
You know, the more of these boxing fights I watch, the more I want to do it.
Well, why don't you come up to the gym a little bit more?
I get that a lot.
I'm sure you do from Brad and JJ.
Oh yeah.
The base is already there, Eric. You know it. You know the base is there. You can totally do this stuff.
Oh yeah.
I've seen you up there.
I've seen you. You can. You're a wrestler, but you strike too. I mean,
That took a lot of years to build that.
I ain't gonna wrestle you. You whip me up.
That's the best thing we could do. We can't box. That'd be horrible.
I'd love to box you, but I can't wrestle you.
No.
I'd play like. I'd have to play the Nate Diaz game against you.
I would eat 100% of those.
And he was like, and I'd keep walking forward.
It's like I can eat a lot, so
I don't know if I could bleed as much as him though.
no, that takes a skill. I believe that.
Fighting
much.
out of the red corner for about 29. By way of Nebraska, weighing in at 135.2 pounds. Let's give it up for Trayton Robbins. And fighting out of the blue corner, coming to us by way of Montana, weighing in at 137.6 pounds. Let's hear it for Anthony Espino.
Another one of those Montana fighters.
The Montana boys have been pretty good fighters so far.
Impressed. They're tough.
Yeah, they are. Holy crikey. Anthony's got, looks like 80 bouts.
Whoa,
That is
that's quite a bit.
That's quite a bit. I mean, look at his footwork. It's showing right there. Oh,
Nice.
nice lead.
That was.
I mean,
The more time you spend in here, the better you're going to be at.
Robbins got 23. So, I mean,
That's a lot of experience between the two.
over 100 fights.
Robbins is 16 years old, and Espiro is 15 years old. Pardon for the name botch there. Sorry. guys.
Oh, it's been happening all day. Don't worry
Well,
about it.
they deserve their names to be proper.
That's right.
They do. But we're going to make some mistakes.
Yeah.
Anthony, how did you get into boxing? My family's been boxing, so he just kind of like started because his family's doing it. I mean,
That's
and he
good.
stuck with it.
Generational fighter.
Oh yeah. If your family's doing it, it makes it so much funner because you have something you and your family can get in and bond with.
Bonding. You got it. Right here, Trayton Robbins says he was a 1+, and because he came in with somebody, he found interest in boxing.
Nice. I think everybody should at least come and train. You know, no matter what your discipline is, just come out, get a skill, feel the confidence it's going to give you, and then maybe entertain jumping in the ring or something. You know, you can't lose.
Even just once.
Yeah.
That's a victory in and of itself, in my mind.
Well,
Oh,
I've been
100%.
getting asked the repeated question: are you going to fight next year?
Well, are you?
Very possibly.
It'd be good to see. Don't you have a belt, boss?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
I won last year.
You won last year.
That's just got to put more fire on more fire in there with that wood. You got to get.
You know what my family keeps telling me? You got to defend that belt.
Oh man.
I'm all like,
yeah.
oh, you guys are jerks. You guys are putting it that way.
Yeah. I was just gonna go win another one, but now I have to defend this.
I have to defend and win another. Oh, you guys.
Interestingly, both of these guys, both Robbins and Espiro, they don't have nicknames.
No. I mean,
after these fights, they might get one.
Robbins has a shout out to his grandparents. So if you guys are listening, he's doing this for you guys.
That's awesome.
I know. I love my grandparents. I miss them.
you know what I've seen all over Facebook is you can watch this on Facebook and its live feed. And I was watching it on both, actually. It was really nice.
That's pretty good. Everybody gets a chance to watch you do your thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely come a long way since I started fighting.
Oh, since I started doing combat sports in the 7th grade, it's progressed to unbelievable heights.
I like how it's more accepted.
Oh, yeah. These boys are coming out. They're being technically sound.
Yeah, this second round is showing us a little different bout.
Anthony's he's got a home for that jab.
Yeah, Espino's been boxing a while. You can tell.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell. Robbins is a tough kid.
Oh, he's not.
But
he's taking some shots, but he's dishing some back out. I mean,
there's a left hook that was beautiful, boys. But sometimes you can tell the difference like this. I mean, I'm not knocking Trayton Robbins at all. I mean, God bless you, kid, but Espino is a little more experienced. It's kind of, we're seeing it here.
He's kind of bullying him a little bit, pushing him around.
Yeah.
Push and punch,
Yeah.
Which
you gain that mindset or that knowledge.
The more you box.
Yeah. When you realize you can move a glove out of the way. Once you're you can get in there and you can still touch the guy and you can still push his glove down and hit him. Once that occurs to you, it's not against
There's
the
a
rule.
nice 1-2.
Oh. Get your chin down, son.
Yeah.
This is where experience comes into play.
Yep.
In the later rounds, in the championship rounds, that's where you're going to find.
Right now, he's going to want it right there in that situation as he's getting pushed into the corner and on the ropes right there, Coach. Don't you suggest maybe he kind of pushes him off or sidesteps? What do we do there?
I try and pivot out a little bit more. That way, when he goes to throw that big one or that big backhand cross, he can guide that hand and finish his pivot out and use that as a win to move out.
Amen. I think you're right.
I like a push.
But
I like the push. That's what I would choose.
It depends on where my back is. If I'm more angled to the corner, I'll push a guy. Use like a hook to get in or out. So if you hook out of corners and push, just give yourself a buffer because you need a little bit of space so you can get out of
I have to do that because that step around for me, guys, is a little different story than it is for you guys at this height. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Pushing. Always push and punch.
But you could just tell Anthony's got mass amounts of experience. He's so composed sitting there right there.
I mean, look, he's reading him on those shots backwards. He's still reading him. So
he's watching the telegraph. I mean, they're very, very, very subtle, but he's picking them up.
It's like one movement.
There's a
one,
nice
two,
lead
three,
hook
punch.
to the body by Robbins.
Because if you watch guys' hands, a lot of guys have that little bob they do with their hands, and it's like 1 bob, 2, 3, and then they throw. So then you start timing them. So if you can build a habit past that where you don't,
that's what I've been trying to work on with a lot of the boys here at Top Tier.
Yeah.
Little hand movements will give everything away.
I'm going to go back to toughness, though, here, guys, and we're talking so Trayton Robbins is fighting out of the Fremont Boxing Club again, the Coach Casey Burrows and Chad Burrows bars. They've got a tough bunch of kids.
I mean, he's durable. I mean, he's very durable.
Anthony's fighting out of Helena, Montana.
Half of this is being able to weather that.
It's getting a standing count here, guys. There was a barrage of punches going on.
Hey, he's made it this far in the fight with only getting 1 standing 8.
Yeah.
You got to give it to him.
He's
tough.
He's tough as nails.
I mean, guys, he's not going to win this fight, but he's tough.
He could land one real hard shot and put him down.
He could. Yes, sir.
That's what it's going to have to take.
I
don't know if that was tripping or what.
I think that was a trip.
I think it was a trip. That was not a knockdown.
He was going for that hook. If that hook would have connected before he landed, it would have been considered a knockdown.
Right.
It was a good fight.
Oh.
Experience showed in this one.
Yeah.
Kind of read it there, guys.
That was literally a fight of experience.
Yep.
Yep, 100%.
Good to see. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a fan and if you're thinking about doing this, you need to see something like that.
You need to see the difference, you know, of what, like a debut fight, and then what it looks like after the guy's done like 50 of them. It's going to be a whole different kind of a situation.
Yeah, like Coach Josh just said there, 50 of them. So Espino had 80 fights compared to Trayton Robbins' 23 fights. So valid point.
It makes a difference. Like,
Good effort out of Robbins there, but I'm sure he's probably not going to be the victor here.
No, we're all victors.
All
no
right,
matter
ladies and
which way
gentlemen,
we
your
look
winner
at it, we're
is
all winners here.
by
When you step
unanimous
into that
decision,
ring and step out,
fighting out of
every
the
single
blue
one of these
corner, let's
kids
give
are
it
a
up
winner.
for Anthony Espino.
very good fight.
Excellent.
Very good fight.
I've been noticing a trend with the boxers. You know, you get the guys that are like way more experienced fighting a couple guys that are lower, you know, in the experience. But like the guys that don't have that high level of experience are trying to prove something, you know, and saying, hey, I'm still here. You know, I'm the guy in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they're proving themselves every match, every round.
Every kid's here trying to prove that they are the winner of the brawl.
Exactly.
And, well, you said it, Coach. You are a winner. Win, lose, here, you are a winner. The 1% steps into the ring.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people that train, but not a lot of people get into the ring.
Right.
It's like you learn a lot of things, but you got to learn how it applies. So you got to put it into application.
Application. What do we got here, Coach?
I'm sorry. Half of it's Bulls
Looks like a Jaden Garcia.
and Ethan Memser. I am so sorry if that is
Ladies
so wrong.
and gentlemen, please
We'll
help me
find-
welcome to the ring. Fighting out of the red corner, coming to us by the way of Montana, weighing in at 135.6 pounds. Let's hear it for Jaden Garcia. And fighting out of the blue corner, coming to us by way of Colorado, weighing in at 137.4 pounds. Let's hear it for Ethan Memser.
I wasn't too far.
Yeah, you were right there. Memos or? You're right. You're reading handwriting there, so we'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
It's scratchy.
This
Gotta
looks
love
like-
Ethan's nickname, All Heart.
Nice. Here we go.
Oh, he's coming out looking really good.
Trying to establish the dominance over the guy early.
Oh. Well, you'll always find the aggressor in the fight within the first 2 seconds.
True. Is that true in a Mike Tyson fight?
Well, Mike Tyson fight, you already knew who was the aggressor. Jaden's hero's Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson came from nothing to become the world heavyweight champ. Boxing, there's very few people I would say that is a better hero or hero of inspiration from in boxing.
You choose Mike Tyson?
No, actually, I wouldn't.
I like Mike Tyson. He's like my favorite boxer of all time.
It's kind of who we grew up with, Eric.
Yeah.
Mine's old. My favorite boxer is Rocky Marciano.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, he didn't have the best footwork or nothing, but that man was a bulldog in the ring.
Hands of stone.
We're seeing some good boxing here.
Pretty evenly matched, actually.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty good fight. Then you never know who's going to win. unless something big happens.
Both these boys are inspired by Mike Tyson. I just looked down at the sheet and it's.
I'm looking at Jaden Garcia. He says here, it says, how'd you get started in boxing? And he says, I bought a heavy bag and I couldn't stop punching it.
Awesome.
Mr. Garcia,
awesome.
I know what you're talking about.
That's awesome.
Good shots to the body there.
Yeah, those are beauties. That was a nice round.
All right, Ethan's got a shout out. His friends, family back home. He wants to say he loves y'all.
Like it.
Oh, gotta love it when you pay back to your family and everyone back home, especially the ones who couldn't make the trip with you.
Garcia doesn't have a shout out here, but he's here with his coach, and he's throwing a lot of respect to his coach and his team.
Got to be respectful of your coach and team.
It's important.
It's a good feeling to be able to represent your team, you know. Any chance you get to compete, you know, win, lose, or draw, representing your town, your gym.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, it is. It's a representation, exactly what you say. You should be proud of that.
How'd Ethan get started in boxing? He said, I just started watching it and fell in love.
Nice.
Gotta love it when you just watch the sport and you fall in love with it just by watching. Because that's a natural love. That's a pure love for the sport. This little backhand by Garcia.
Oh,
Jaden's got 2 bouts under his belt. Ethan's got 10.
it's going to come into play for experience. Who can stay poised in the hard shots? You know, you're starting to get shots. You know, can you hang in there, keep calm?
Don't get your cage rattled in that pocket.
Right. Both boxers are starting to move pretty good here. They're starting to do a little bit more boxing. We've kind of seen that, haven't we, Eric, throughout the night is you know, like you said, we get out of that first round, you get into the second round, you settle in a little more.
Mm-hmm. They get settled. I think it's a good way to get out of that steam, that pressure you feel. And then once you realize you're in it, you're all right. And you can start
Ethan
going to
got
work.
a warning. I didn't see what he did wrong. I framed out the head and threw one straight down the pipe.
Coached by Joseph Sanchez.
From Sanchez Boxing.
He put his head right in his chest and threw a shot to the body.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He's got to get his hands up. He's got to get him off.
Jaden Garcia's fighting out of H-Town Boxing.
That's the Helena, Montana group.
They've been putting out some good fighters. Tough as nails.
Every fighter that stepped out of that gym has been very tough.
Very tough.
Taking care of each other's teammates too, I see over there. Like you said, it is an individual sport, but you do practice with guys and you have a team, you have a squad, and you take care of each other.
You rally around them. It's a different type of family.
It is.
This is a family that you just love to punch, though.
Yeah. It's like some of the best people in my life I've punched in the face, and they've punched me.
Yeah, you know it.
I was just talking to a coach earlier today, and he was like, you want to know the best way to make friends? I was like, how's that? He was like, punch him in the nose and make the nose bleed. That's how you make friends. I was like, that's a great way to make friends.
It's like Garcia's coach coaching him up a little bit there in the corner, telling him what to do here in this next third and final round.
I don't know, boys. Who are you sitting with so far? I
don't know what to
Ethan's
say.
doing a very good job using his experience and his ring presence. I think Jaden's got a little bit of a hill to overcome for this next round, but
they both come swinging this round.
the head movement is very good for Ethan.
Yeah, agreed. I've liked that. I've watched that this whole time. Agree with you. It is good head movement. And as you say, they both like Mike Tyson. Well, let's talk about somebody who does head movement, Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
See that
there
roll?
we-
That was nice.
Yep.
That was a nice roll.
Roll with the lead hook. You can tell what they've been practicing in the gym.
Yep.
Practice it enough in the gym, you're going to apply it in a fight.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
nice
a
little shuffle step.
valid point. You know what I've seen here is people applying what they've learned in the gym.
Yeah.
They're not just being crazy. We've seen application go on here, and that's what I like to see.
Yep. You got to apply it to make it work. I mean, it's not going to do you any good if you learn a move and never use it.
Exactly. Boom.
Well, I've had some kids ask me in the gym, why do you throw so many hooks? I was like, I'd much rather have one really devastating punch than not having any heavy punches.
Yep.
And I'll sit there and I'll throw probably 500 hooks each hand before I even start practice.
Yeah, that's true of you. Usually when we go up there, you're throwing hooks.
Nice.
Good action right in front of us, guys.
Yeah, it is.
We've got a very good spot to sit.
Oh, that uppercut was a
The only spot that's better than ours is
In there.
where
when he
the guy in
came
the
back
white
with
shirts.
another uppercut. That was nice.
There's
exchange.
another uppercut.
Ooh.
Let's do it then, he says.
Oh yeah. if your idol's gonna be Mike Tyson, you're gonna have to throw them uppercuts.
Yeah.
You're going to bob your head and you're going to throw an uppercut.
Uppercut hook. Uppercut hook.
I don't know who won that fight.
I
have no idea. Don't ask.
That was very good. That was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
Ooh, I'm going to lean to Ethan on this one, but then again,
Oh, the Memser kid from
Yeah.
Greeley, Colorado.
yeah.
Fighting. He fights out of the Sanchez Boxing Club. Joseph Sanchez, his coach. Boxers giving respects to all the refs or judges here.
I haven't seen any boxing that I would have been like, man, I should have never went to that. You know, I've seen every boxing match. I'm like, man, I'm glad I came and sat here and watched this.
Yep.
Every match I've been.
I'm glad Brad's all like, I need volunteers. What can I do?
Yeah, just tell me. What do you want?
He's like, want to be on a mic? I was like, bet.
You bet. Yeah. Yeah. Brad's always had my back, so any chance I get, I'm gonna come help him. So.
Run clean, nice gym out here, guys. It's a good
Ladies
place
and
for you
gentlemen,
to bring
the
your
winner
kids.
of bout number 30 by unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, let's give it up for Ethan Memser.
Great fight. Great
Was a
fight.
good fight.
I
Moser did a good
I
job.
haven't missed a call yet, or I missed a couple of fights that I said it was going to be one way.
I don't know if we were betting here, Eric. You'd probably be winning it all.
I would be
Eric-
up a little.
Eric and Brad would have already wiped me out of cash from the first set of fights. That's when I turned in. Like, all right, I'm done, guys. I'm a fighter. I'm not a judge.
I like that, how they run around the ring and pay respect right there. That's just a kind of a neat little thing.
Yep.
See, I get so wrapped up into the fight, I don't even think of doing anything like that. I just sit in a corner. I'm all like, ding that bell.
Who do we got here, Coach Josh? What do we got?
Alrighty. Alan Garcia from Sioux City, Iowa.
Please welcome to the ring, fighting out of the red corner,
we
coming to us by way of North Dakota and weighing in at 139 pounds. Let's hear it for Samuel Hale. And fighting out of the blue corner, coming to us by way of Iowa, also weighing in at 139 pounds. Let's hear it for Alan Mongeta Garcia.
Just as I asked you, the announcer lets us know.
He's
That's
like,
been my go-to, figuring out what their names
are.
saying it right. So I'd feel real bad, butchering their name. 'Cause people say mine all wrong all the time.
Yeah.
People say mine wrong all the time too, and it's just so frustrating. All right, Samuel Hall's got 63 bouts under his.
Ooh.
So this is going to be another one of experience
That's
against
the-
heart.
It's that kid from Minot, North Dakota.
Oh, mouth guard comes out.
I like how he just looked at it like, don't even
It's
need
like,
it.
it's like what's a mouth guard?
We didn't even need those.
Like, I eat nails and glass for breakfast.
I've been punched before when my mouth guard left me.
Yeah.
And it hurts.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
I agree.
he handled that like it didn't.
Like a champ.
Exactly.
Samuel Hall's, he derives inspiration from Muhammad Ali.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Never give up and never be never be afraid.
No, he fought everybody that was in front of him.
Alan Garcia says he got into boxing because his parents wanted him to stay out of trouble. A great way to stay out of trouble.
You betcha. Outstanding. Keep yourself in the gym. Keep
Yep.
yourself away from the crud.
Oh, yeah. The more time you're focusing on honing this craft, the more time you're not doing dumb stuff.
And believe me, there's dumb stuff out there.
Oh, absolutely. We got a great fight going on right here.
Those nice inside fighters.
Alan
Fighting
Garcia's
inside.
got 10 bouts.
He's really ripping them body shots, and them uppercuts are just throwing.
I kind of like to see those body
Oh,
shots.
that was a big back.
Oh, nice. That was a
Dude,
very good.
He's
very
just
good
throwing
shot.
thunderous shots.
He's trying to drive him back, disrupt his game plan a little bit.
Get in his head. Oh,
Did you see those lefts there, boys?
right to the
Hale's
body.
throwing really
Beauties.
good body shots.
I'm going to tell you right now, in boxing, that left hook is something to remember.
You will,
I wouldn't know.
one of these days. I tell him, one day.
You're all like, it's right here for you. Yeah, me being southpaw, I'm all like holding up my right hand like, yeah, oh wait, yeah.
He is a southpaw, so I suppose we got to switch it.
No.
But I can't switch the organ for you, so I'm talking about the organ.
Man, this has been good.
It's just a great fight so far.
I really appreciate hard punches.
Both kids, Samuel Hale, 17, out of Minot, North Dakota. Alan Garcia, 17, Sioux City, Iowa.
Alan Garcia's coach is Dan Farley from Sloan Junior Boxing. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, guys.
Siouxland.
Sloan
Yes, sir.
Junior Boxing. All right.
Nice. Just going one way, now it's the other. That's what I like about fights. It's anybody's.
Oh, look at that. Look at that, boys. Coming out swinging.
Oh.
Now when he got turned
Oh,
around in
turned
there.
him into the corner. Now, oh,
Nice.
That was just awesome.
right when Garcia starts getting some momentum, Hale gets saved by the bell.
That was a nice corner exchange there.
Oh, it was.
That was smooth. He's like, no, you're going to switch me.
He did.
You know, I will say Garcia, for being the underdog in the experience level, he's not showing it.
You know,
He's
I
not
agree.
showing it.
63 fights for Hale versus 10 for Garcia. I agree with you.
He's showing. He's staying composed. He's not getting rattled when he gets into those tight exchanges. He's using his feet to get in and get right back out. I mean, he's standing in there with Hale. And I mean, Hale's throwing some devastating shots.
Man, they've been doing some good body work.
Oh, yes.
We've seen that a lot in all these fights. A lot of people are going to the body. You know, it's nice
Yeah,
to see.
there's not a lot of head hunting.
That's what I was just saying. I agree with you there, Eric. It is a nice thing to see. That's coaching. Coaching and practice there to see it applied. Again, we're talking about application.
Oh,
Hale's
nice.
using that jab.
That was a nice, smooth inside uppercut
It
by
was.
Garcia. You have to be quick to see it, but man, that was nice.
You can hear the coaches out there telling them to get a little more aggressive. Let's pick it up a little bit.
Yep. Some fighters fight to lose. Some fighters fight to win.
Oh,
Oh, you see how high that
He's got to
uppercut went
protect.
past?
He's got to protect.
he was trying to reach the ceiling with that punch. Oh,
We're getting some swings here, boys.
Got some more blood.
Oh, that was nice.
It was a good read. Holding warning there. Is that what we got, Coach?
Yep.
Just a warning.
Well, when you're both inside, trying to get to that inside advantage.
Two inside fighters trying to fight inside.
That's what's happening here. That's exactly.
So Hale's trying to use his experience and work that outside. Well, watch to the back of the head.
Back of the head warning.
Yeah. Oh, these boys are bringing it on. Putting on a great show.
Nice.
You guys are watching boxing right now. It's beautiful.
I think I like that grind, that inside fight. You know, when you get a chance to see two guys do it. Like,
Oh,
Look
nice
at that.
body
He's
work.
2
by
down
him.
low, brings 2 up high.
that's just, I like seeing that more than when it comes low to high.
Oh, Garcia landed a nice cross. Oh,
Uh-oh. He's got a standing count there. Like you said, Coach, that left hook came in.
it landed nice and flush. Watch out.
Trying to bounce it off.
Yep.
Yep, he is.
You can tell Hale got rocked with that hook.
You can tell.
Oh, don't do that, bud. All right, 10 seconds. Oh,
There we go.
there's a
shot.
body shot. All righty, after round 2, where are you boys sitting?
I'm going to say Garcia on this one.
Give it to Garcia on that round. Round 2,
Yeah.
definitely. Although, to see Hale come back from that nasty shot was fairly impressive. I mean, this coach was a little bit worried out there when he took that shot, but he stayed on his feet and came back. I was impressed with that.
I have them both sitting at 1 round apiece. Because Hale definitely controlled that first round.
Yep.
No doubt about that. Garcia had the better of the exchanges in round 2.
Yep. And we're going to see what they do. You know, what adjustments can be made. Somebody might have to get long. You know, they're hurting.
Well, like you said, we got the inside fight game going on here, right? Somebody might have to get long. Get out of there.
You got to change
And
it.
it's throwing
It's throwing them both off, so one of them's going to have to go long.
see,
Stay
they're both
upright.
wanting to get inside right off the bat.
Yep.
Oh, Garcia's looking for that uppercut.
It's kind of what he sees there the whole time. Hale kind of gets down and into you.
That's a good place. Right there's a good place
Yep.
to throw it if he doesn't get his head stuck.
Right.
Hale needs to watch that, putting the arm around the back of the neck.
Oh, there we go. They're having a heck of a good
They
battle.
are.
this is
These
a
2 are
great-
boxing it out.
Amazing fight, amazing fight.
Oh, stumble.
Hey, he still kept his feet up.
He did. Both fighters a little bit tired here, but I got to tell you, have put in a nice fight. Good effort out of both of these guys, Hale and Garcia.
I mean, fighting at the intensity level that they're fighting, anybody be tired.
You
Oh,
bet. You can't just do this. You can't
Not-
just do this.
You don't play boxing.
No.
Oh,
There we go. Good inside work.
I think some people might say that Hale's looking a little tired, but
Oh.
I would suggest he's playing a bit of a game here with Garcia.
he needs to stop playing that game.
You need to start. You need to start
You see
jamming.
what I mean? He's hugging him. He's getting in. He's pushing him away. He's hugging him. Not punching him as much.
This This is your round. You got to prove something.
Yeah, especially when it's a close fight
See,
like
there's
this.
that hug again.
Yep. It's not gonna do you any good if you don't got any rounds after this. You know, this is the last.
Well, he's
round.
got to show up here. This fight's going to probably go toward Garcia, decision-wise.
He's fighting a real good fight. He's just got to. These guys got to turn it on. Don't save nothing. This is your last round. You give it everything.
Oh, nice shots to the body by Garcia.
Coaches are yelling, everything you got, everything you got.
This is just straight heart right here.
It
You
is
gotta borrow some. You gotta give more.
Captain America's hero reserve.
These guys are tired.
Yes, they are. Good job, boys.
That seems like an awfully long round.
It does, doesn't
I
it?
feel like they pushed pause on the time.
Just
I know,
as you
right?
say
Oh,
it.
there's the 10 sec.
They're tired. Good job, boys.
Nice. That was a good fight.
Great
Good fight. Now they both showed some very good skills for fighting on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I would, when I go back and would watch this footage, if I was either of these young gentlemen, I'd work on focusing on being able to fight off that back foot, just in case if you come across another more aggressive fighter. That way you still have that fail-safe.
Agreed. Fail safe.
I mean, Hale was trying, he just wanted to get in there. Dude, that guy's hair is awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful hair. You know it is. Three Nation Boxing. Why not North Dakota? You did a good job, kid. Nice job, Samuel.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner for bout number 31. By unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, let's hear it for Alan Moncada Garcia.
very good fight.
I don't know if I'd go unanimous.
I don't know. I don't call it
I don't
unanimous
think
at
it was
all.
a unanimous decision.
I'd say split because Hale definitely had that round one.
Yeah, he did.
There was a very good exchanges back and forth, and you know,
Yeah, I think you got to give Hale a little more credit there. You know, you do.
I think it was a split decision.
Agreed. But hey, they're the judges.
Yep, we're just the guys that get to talk about it. We're the opinion column.
Right.
Oh,
right.
We're the people nobody actually cares to hear about. They just have to listen to us.
Yep.
Yeah, when they're listening, they say, "Would you be quiet so I can hear the announcer?"
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Fighting out of the red corner and coming to us by way of Iowa, weighing in at 145.6 pounds. Let's hear it for Gabriel Linim Ochoa. And fighting out of the blue corner from the state of Nebraska and weighing in at 153 pounds. Let's hear it for Caden Gale.
Gabriel's got an awesome nickname, Thunder.
I like it.
Let's bring the thunder.
Little Thor action.
Some thunder from down under.
My son's rooting for Ochoa because he's got Goku socks on.
Oh,
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
That's a +5 to attack and damage right there.
Instant transmission, man.
Instant. Ooh, look at that.
a couple
Nice.
of good punches.
Ochoa's
Caden said he got into boxing because his brother was a coach. Boxing out of North Platte, Young Inspirations, Coach Rashad Bryan.
Another good club here in
Oh,
North
man,
Platte.
very good group of guys out of there.
Caden's gets his inspiration from Terrence Crawford.
Ooh, is that a local Nebraska guy? Is he about to fight tonight, I
I
think?
think about 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Says
Best
he loves
pound
the-
boxer straight out of Nebraska.
Oh yeah. Says he just loves the way he fights. Gabriel said he started boxing because of my friends. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
That'll do it.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Look at there. He's a nice
Oh,
left
nice
hook.
uppercut there.
The
by
uppercut.
Ochoa. Was it the uppercut that ended that?
He just called the match.
He's looking out for his fighters. I mean, if doesn't want him getting hurt,
Good job coaching.
good job.
You bet.
I have if you see your fighters outclassed, you got to keep his best interest at mind.
Yep, you got to look out for your guys 100%.
That's what I look for in a coach. Honestly, you in this sport, you take care of your fighters.
Oh yeah, I mean,
You got to be the guy that says no, because the fighter will always say yes.
oh
A
yeah.
fighter will say yes till the end. I'm
Right.
here. I'm a warrior, of course. He's not fighting. He's,
You need somebody to be able to tell you, hey, we're not doing this.
Yeah,
anymore.
you gotta take step back.
Yep.
So
I mean-
what you saw there was a good coaching decision, I think, right, guys?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'd agree. He's looking out for his guy and, not taking away from any fighter. I mean, they're fighting a pretty good fight.
Exactly. Not taking away from anything he
No.
did. How many fights does he have?
He had 3 against Gabriel's 10.
So,
So
I mean,
that's a big deficit in
That
experience.
is.
that's a
and-
good experience for him. Getting a fight like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by abandonment, fighting out of the red corner, let's hear it for Gabriel Linim Ochoa!
I wouldn't
okay.
say abandonment. I'd say corner stoppage.
Yeah,
I don't know if he
Well,
abandoned it. He's
I
just.
wouldn't have called it an abandonment call.
No.
That was,
There's no way-
that was
we were
corner- that
just
was cor-
talking,
that was-
guys. The coach was looking out for the kid.
That,
Yeah.
That's corner stoppage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say corner stoppage. That kid didn't end nothing.
No.
he was in there
No,
the
he
whole
did
time.
not.
He was
You
in
know,
the fight.
So I don't agree with the term.
The call.
Yeah, the stoppage. I
Stoppage.
agree with, but
Corner
the
stop,
The
like-
terminology I don't agree with.
Yeah.
I like that, Eric. You give it to the kid there. He was in the ring. We're talking about the 1 percentile again. He just got in the ring.
Right.
So he didn't abandon nothing.
No, that kid was in. That kid was in.
He was
fight.
in the fight.
Yep.
I mean,
So-
you could tell he wasn't going to back
We
down.
had a coach doing a good job. That's
Yep.
what we saw there.
Oh.
That's what I like to see, a bunch of guys.
Here we go. Who do we got here? Well, I guess we'll wait for the announcer.
Yeah, that way we can hear how to pronounce the names.
All right. Looks like another height disadvantage here, Eric.
Well, I'm always telling my son, it's like, you just accept what gift you have and use it, because it might seem like a disadvantage, but it could also turn out to be an advantage.
You never know,
Yeah.
so use it.
Yep.
You got that right, Pops. You're damn right.
I was like, being short has really never held me back. Really, I mean, yeah, I can't reach some stuff. I have a little bit of an issue fighting taller guys, but really, it hasn't slowed me down.
Hey,
one
just
bit.
because I have to grab a step stool to try and punch Mike in the face doesn't mean nothing.
Please join me in welcoming to the ring, fighting out of the red corner by way of Colorado, weighing in at 149 pounds. Let's hear it for Raymond Pacheco.
Pacheco. Nice.
And fighting out of the blue corner, coming to us all the way from Wyoming, weighing in at 149.4 pounds. Let's hear it for Daniel Perez.
Looks like we got a good matchup here, guys.
Daniel Perez fighting out of Cheyenne, Wyoming, the Southside Sluggers.
Rosemont, Pueblo, Colorado, the ultimate performance boxing gym.
And his dad's Raymond as well. His coach, I'd assume, is his dad.
Patel's doing a good job
Yeah, he
staying in
is.
the middle and staying long.
Looking tough.
That's going to be hard to overcome over this course of the fight. I like the pace they're going.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not too much right out of
No.
the gate.
They're feeling each other out. Daniel Perez is sitting with 15 bouts, and Raymond's sitting there with 18. So,
Nice.
oh,
Pacheco says he's inspired by his father because he always keeps me motivated.
Daniel-
Imagine that, a dad keeping his son motivated.
Daniel Perez's inspiration is my coach is my big role model in my life and in the ring.
Nice.
That's awesome when your coach has that kind of an impact on your life.
We got a nice corner scrap going on here, guys.
Nice head movement by
Perez.
Perez.
Perez has had a really good inside game so far.
I mean, Raymond staying long, doing a great job of staying out of keeping him out, but
What a long fighter should be doing.
Daniel's he's just biding his time. Oh, just
There's
like
a nice
that.
uppercut. He was waiting for that
He
shot,
was.
wasn't
Now he's in the place where he wants to be at. Get inside, stay inside, work the angle.
There you
he?
go.
There's that shot you're always talking to me in at practice about, huh, Josh?
Yep. Looks like Raymond's southpaw.
Just get in there and ride the hip. And then switch.
Hey, roll. Let's roll some punches.
There we go.
That's a nice first round.
That was a very nice
Very
round.
good round.
That's a tough one to judge. I'm glad I'm not a judge.
Yep, I feel it was pretty even.
Yeah.
The inside fighting by Perez was very good. The distance that Pacheco was utilizing is using his reach properly. I mean, that's pretty good first round.
That distance was nice. I was pleasantly surprised to see him withstand that inside game and stay distant. Again, that's what we talk about at practice, Josh. When you and I are practicing, that's a big deal for a tall guy like me. It's a big
use
deal.
the tools that you got. These young men are using both of their tools that they know very, very well. I mean, Perez is sitting there waiting patiently. He's not trying to rush a punch and then end up being paid for it. Raymond's doing a great job at working the outside angles, keeping him at distance. I mean, this is just a great fight.
Pacheco's good friend Lewis is here supporting him. And Daniel Perez says his family, his mom and his dad and his siblings are all here to watch.
And that's a shout out to his good friend Lewis. Raymond.
Look at that.
Nice exchange.
That is a good example of staying inside and controlling.
Yep. He
Right
whipped
there.
him right into that corner, and now he's in control.
He got out of there.
He did,
You want to stay out of there now.
Yeah, he does.
but makes you wonder if some damage was done in that corner
Oh,
because
yeah, he took some hard shots here.
now Raymond's a little bit more gun shy.
He's got to get himself back together. He just survived a storm of
Yes, he
punches.
did.
Yes, he did.
Now he's just kind of getting bulldozed into
That's
the
great
corner
action
again.
right in front of us, guys. Look at that.
The only way is better is being in there and watching it 3D.
Looks like Perez has sparred against some southpaws before. He looks really comfortable. He's probably the only one I've seen actually comfortable in there against a southpaw.
That was a nice right hook there.
That body work's looking good. He's hitting the body, getting the tall guy to hunch down so he can come up. That way you're not-
nice hook.
That's why you're not head hunting a tall guy because you never get him. That's a hope and a prayer. You got to bring him down to you.
It's a good fight, guys.
This is a great fight. 10 seconds left. Let's see who wants this round more. Looks like Perez is going for it.
One more to go. We got
That body work.
Great.
That I think that inside work that Perez did, I think is going to seal it for him. I think think that's what's going to take him to the win on this one.
It was a good round. It probably, I mean, you can probably lean that way. I couldn't argue against that.
It's just he kept him in that corner so long. You know, that doesn't matter as effective punches. And
Daniel Perez has his my family, my mom, dad, and 3 siblings and cousin here to support him.
having your family support's pretty huge. I mean,
Oh yeah.
having any support at all is pretty big.
When you have your friends and family sitting here, it gives you just that much, a little bit more confidence stepping into the ring.
Yep.
Here we go with
All right.
third and final
Final
round,
round.
guys.
This is a great fight.
It's a very good fight.
Let's see if Perez can withstand what Pacheco brings.
I think it's wondering if Red's going to be able to keep up with all these. Oh, they're both smiling
Yeah,
at
they
each
did.
other.
There was a show there, and that's all we saw was the show.
Oh, nice exchange.
I'd be tempted to throw a lazy jab to the body on the tall guy. Throw a huge overhand right, step the angle, and throw the left hand.
Well, you'd have to be careful doing that step to angle because he is fighting against southpaw.
You could switch. I mean, I'm going to stay on the outside of the southpaw's foot so I can get the advantage on the angle. Straight right hands and left hooks is how you beat a southpaw.
Yeah. If you notice, Raymond's doing a nice job of keeping his foot to the outside. So,
That way he's neutralizing the left hand or that right hand or whatever. So he's neutralizing the southpaw by staying on the outside, but as soon as that southpaw gets on the outside of you,
Pacheco's got him on the
get
ropes.
ahead
He's getting rough.
well, these boys are just slugging it out. Oh,
Both good fighters.
great fight.
The both are doing what they're supposed to be doing as a
nice,
fighter.
nice job to turn him. Great job.
You're-
Nice just working that body like we were talking about earlier.
Oh,
How do you take down a tree? Chop down its trunk.
yep. When you're up against the ropes, or whether you're in a rope situation or cage, your butt's going to be your avenue out. So if you're putting your butt into the ropes, you have no way. You got to turn one way or another and go.
We got both guys with the last 10 seconds of this round swinging hard. This is pretty nice, guys.
That was a great last 10 seconds.
Outstanding fight
Very
there.
good fight.
That was a
Very
great fight. I was impressed with both fighters' ability to stay within their own ability. Both of them did what they were supposed to do. How do you judge that?
You got to pay good respect to both these boys.
I would watch the whole fight in slow motion.
There's been a
Let me.
couple
Can
of
I
those
answer that
fights.
question tomorrow?
Yeah, like I'll watch this fight back and then I'll get back to you.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those fights. All right, let's put it on slow motion. That way we can
Let me-
actually.
Yeah, let's see what that looked like. Boom. Oh, okay, that was a good effective punch.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was a very good fight.
All right. And your winner for bout number 33, by unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, let's give it up for Daniel Perez.
Man, I can pick him today. Not always.
He was the more aggressive fighter there. He was.
I think that inside body work was pulled him ahead.
Yeah.
It was more effective. His aggression was
No
up.
debate.
But Raymond had great control of the outside of the ring, though. Of course, blood clots on the canvas.
Yep, we did have some blood in that fight.
Oh, yeah. That's how you know we're having a great tournament. Is there's been blood on
Everywhere.
everywhere. I mean, with respect, if it gets too excessive, they go and see the doctor, but hasn't been too bad.
You usually got to see the doc anyways before and
Looks
after.
like we've got another Hale here.
Just an Austin Hale.
I love the little stomp they do there.
Makes me wonder what I did wrong. Like, whoa, hold on.
Why are you yelling at me,
Like,
bro?
did I?
What's with the anger?
I don't know. I think it's a little more of that native respect, you know. They're coming out of Minot, North Dakota. They're just the Three Nation boxing, and it's kind of probably a native salute, warrior salute. I think it's just awesome.
I definitely appreciate it.
I do too.
This is taking a minute. Are we ready now?
Another boxer here out of Fremont.
Fremont, Nebraska. Gotta love supporting Nebraska fighters.
Bryson Lott, age 16,
14 bouts.
taking on a Hale kid. This has got to be his brother.
Austin Hale.
Yep.
They're probably related.
I would think so.
Could be a good guess.
Well, they're both. Well, one
The other one's around here somewhere.
somewhere. Just look for the long, flowing locks.
Yes, it was that awesome hair we saw.
I don't have long hair anymore, and that made me jealous.
Man, I was like, man, I wish I had the patience to do that. Like, the discipline to grow my hair that long. I've had a beard that was really long, and I've had my hair down to my shoulders before, but never at the same time.
I don't want to talk about beards.
All right, your contestants for bout number 34 have the red corner from the state of Nebraska and weighing in at 151.6 pounds. Let's hear it for Bryson Lott. And fighting out of the blue corner, coming to us from North Dakota, weighing in at 153.8 pounds. Let's hear it for Austin Hale.
I think we were right, boss.
That's good being right.
Austin Hale's derives inspiration from Ryan Garcia.
Hey,
That's a great boxer.
that is a great boxer.
Austin Hale's got 15 years old with 21 bouts under his belt. Very patient in that pocket.
He is. Poise.
Well,
Lott coming out as the aggressor here.
yeah, he is. Got a nice little jab.
Oh, there we go. Good center ring control.
That is good fighting right there. You're right.
There we go. I like that the pace isn't too much.
No.
You know, you're staying aggressive enough, but you're just have something for the later rounds. Got to set up your shots. Start doing your thing.
You can see that right now. They're reading.
There you go.
Lott's an aggressor. He says, let's get after it.
Well, Hale's doing a great job keeping his composure on the outside.
Live and die by the sword if you go too crazy, you know.
Good fight so far. Hale's going to have to get off those ropes, but
Get back into that center.
yeah.
Center ring control is probably one of the one big importance of the fighting. No matter what.
That was a nice jab.
It was a good eye. He saw that opening and went for it.
Looks like we got a little goose egg above that eye right there. Hale looks like he's got a swollen eye.
Yep.
Lott's finding a home for that jab.
Let me see it.
Hale came out of that okay, though, guys.
He's doing good. There we go.
Hale's watching him. He's trying to read him and see what Lot's bringing.
Oh, there we go.
Way to recover. Way to recover.
It's a good hug.
Smart.
That, you got to.
You know what, Coach? You're right. That was a very smart hug right there.
Yep, you got to be smart. You know, they say tough guys get hurt, smart guys don't. So, yeah, I'd rather be a smart fighter than a tough fighter, but unfortunately for me, I'm leaning the other way sometimes.
That's my case. It's always just, for me, it's always been tough. Tough, tough, tough. I blame my brothers.
Gotta learn the hard way.
I know I'm a tough fighter, but I got to be smarter because with the age,
Tough kind of goes out the window.
Tough goes out the window. When the next morning you don't even want to roll out of bed because you hurt more.
Didn't Toby Keith write a song about that?
I'm not as good as I once was.
There you go. But I'm as good once as I once was.
Yep, as good as I ever was. Yep.
Alrighty.
I feel like it's gotten better with age.
I agree. I love working out at the age that I'm at, actually.
I love working out. Doesn't mean I love the after effects sometimes.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Here we go. We know you love the fight, Coach.
Oh, you're making me blush. I love watching these boys box, too. This is great.
There's that aggression that we need to see Hale to get Lot off of him.
Yep. He's got to keep him at bay.
Because Lot's going to keep coming, you can tell.
Oh.
He wants to.
Lot's finding a home for that lead left.
Pretty nice fighter coming out of Fremont there.
Oh, yeah.
He's Lot's inspiration. He says, I give credit to my birth dad, and that he was a great boxer. So that's awesome. Good job, Bryson.
It's just good to see what inspires all these young and up-and-coming fighters, you know. Something simple as a relative.
You ask yourself, why are these guys doing this?
Like
well,
normal,
there's your answer.
Yeah, something simple, you know, like a family member.
It's a love.
Bryson Lott's nickname is Don't Blink. I can see why. He's been finding a home for that lead hand.
He talks a lot. With his movements. Not that he's running his mouth. He just, Lot talks a lot with his head and his gloves.
He's like telling you stuff.
Yep.
If you can start getting that time, you might be all right.
Oh, yeah. Watch Lot's backhand. He does everything off his backhand, if you notice.
Get him out of there, Hale.
Backhand move. Backhand move.
Be long. There you go. There you go. Be long. You're going to have to do that against Lot. Lot's a strong kid.
He is. He is.
You gotta use your advantages. Stack the cards in your favor. You know, I tell kids, and when I train people in jiu-jitsu, I said, look at your chances to win in your position and get into the position that gives you more chances to win. So it applies to your striking, it applies to your ground game. Everywhere.
That's a trade secret right there, boss. Looks like we got some fighters waiting on deck, which has been this whole tournament, which is, experiencing the Buffalo Bill Bash, this is awesome.
Brawl.
This is the Brawl, excuse me. But this is awesome, guys.
You can't lose here, you know.
No.
Like, if you come out and you compete in this, you're not losing.
No, you're not.
Like, this is a good one.
Nice 1-2 by Hale.
Preach it.
Nice uppercut, too.
Stay long, keep him at bay. Get out of that corner.
Well, Lot helping Hale judge distance. That's the only bad thing. When you throw that hand out there, you're giving your opponent that chance to re-gauge distance without having to do anything.
Right. Lot pushed him off.
Yep. Got told by the ref, watch the push.
Here we go. We got Hale turned around. He's going to have to stay faced up here.
Oh,
That's going to get.
Oh, we got a warning.
hitting from behind.
He could have stepped in there and spread that apart, I think. Yeah, I would have gotten there. And,
Wouldn't you have?
yeah,
I agree.
would have pulled him apart. I wouldn't have gave him the warning after the shot. I would have gave him in transition.
Hale's getting a little tired of this fight.
Yeah. Gotta keep your head up.
Oh, that was a big back.
And, he sees, there's a standing 8 count.
He ate a couple of big backhands.
He's okay.
He's getting hit pretty hard, so it's kind of hard to find that strength inside that you need to pull from.
He is getting hit pretty hard.
I mean, he's still fighting a good fight.
He is fighting a very good fight, but he's got to ask himself if he's got more, because you can't let your mind. This is where his mind would start fighting. But,
Oh, there he came in.
he's finding that extra gear. There we go.
Nice
Nice.
There we go.
Good match, guys.
Hale had a great way to end that fight with a nice, clean backhand.
It was pretty.
It was pretty. Being right here in that corner, we
Yeah.
had a perfect view for it, too.
Yeah.
I don't know, boys. I think Lott probably won this.
I think he came away with it.
Hey, I was impressed with his toughness. Another Fremont fighter.
Very good. Very good fighter.
Very, very good.
Very good.
Yeah, that's definitely a warrior stomp. I love it. Beautiful, guys. Way to represent yourselves.
That's a good fighting.
Good sportsmanship right there, too.
You bet. Another reason to have your son or daughter in a ring.
Yep.
We need to get more people up in top tier.
All
we do.
right, your winner for bout number 34 by unanimous decision, fighting in the corner. Let's give it up for Bryson Lott.
Great fight.
Looks like we're going to see Bryson Lott fight tomorrow, too.
Nice. That'll be a good one to watch. See who they paired up with. I would like to see a lot of these fighters fight again, even if they didn't go on tomorrow, to the next deal. I'd still like to see a lot of these guys, fight again.
All of them.
Yeah.
Every fight we've sat here and watched.
Man.
My biased opinion is all over this one.
Let's see.
Uh,
Who do we got picked?
Yeah, we're gonna call it even here, but we got some bias going on.
I
here.
don't know if I call it even.
Here's our boy.
When
That's our boy.
when you coach a boy for,
Yep.
it's kind of hard to be biased.
Yeah.
2 local gyms right here.
Yeah.
This is a
Battle of the North Platte fighters.
North Platte wins on this one.
No matter which way we fight.
So this is gonna be good. This is what do we got here? Skylar's first and Ethan Barnes first. Wow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your opponents for the 35th bout. Fighting out of the red corner, coming to us by way of Nebraska and weighing in at 152.2 pounds. Let's give it up for Skylar Collins. And fighting out of the blue corner, also hailing from Nebraska, weighing in at 161.4 pounds. Let's give it up for Ethan Barnes.
A lot of noise being made for both these fighters. We got a local fight going on right here.
Everybody likes the home guy, and there happen to be just 2 home guys right here.
That's awesome. A couple of good kids too.
Oh yeah.
Skylar's nickname is Shy. I can agree with that.
Now Skylar's gonna have to withstand this barrage. He's coming out with the barrage. We need Skylar to go right up the middle on that.
Wow. They are not.
They are not
wasting
holding
that.
back.
They're not. They said let's do it.
We got top tier Jim And young inspirations, Skylar's fighting for top tier, and Ethan's fighting for young inspirations.
Both kids work very hard.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Skylar said, how do you get in box? It just happened.
It just happened.
It just happened. I love that excuse.
Yep.
Got a stoppage there. Warning.
Yep. Getting little overzealous.
It's hard not to yell.
Oh, I'm trying so hard not to, Coach. I can't.
Get out of there, Skylar.
I'm just going. My goodness.
Wow.
It's almost like it's a rival.
Wow.
Oh, this is a North Platte rivalry right
Yeah,
here.
we got it going on, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget your game, though.
You got to stick to your game, and you got to execute it. There you're fighting.
Ethan says he derives inspiration from Muhammad Ali because of his skills and speed. I can't fault him there.
No, you can't. That's a pretty good guy to follow.
There we go.
There we go.
Skylar giving credit to his mom and his family.
As Skylar starts throwing uppercuts when that guy's going to the outside, boom.
Boom.
Skylar has a shout out for Ashy Poo. If I said that right, hopefully I did. I'm knowing my track record with this, it's been horrible.
It just happened.
Ethan Barnes has a shout out for his mom. Gotta love giving a shout out to the parents.
Yeah, you do.
If it wasn't for them, these youngsters wouldn't be in here. And then, Ethan, how'd I start? I like to fight and wanted a way to learn more.
Well, I think he's gonna get that over there.
He's showing that he likes to fight, that's for sure.
Yeah, came out swinging.
Breathing a little heavy.
A lot of coaching going up here in the corners too.
Oh yeah.
That was an action-packed first round. So you're probably, what do you think, Eric? We're going to calm down a little bit here, or are we going to go still fire?
Well, it's a rivalry match. They might just keep going.
You might be right.
I mean, if I was...
Oh, right back to the slugging hooks.
Yeah, that's the risk you take when you got kind of two local gyms.
There we go.
Nice, beautiful, up the middle. Now he's doing what he practiced.
Doing a great job using the outside.
That's do what you practice, Skylar.
Skylar's pumped up.
He's got to do it again.
Feeling it today.
Just stay tight and start throwing down the middle.
I think he's a lot more looser in this fight than his first. Ethan, this is his first bout, but...
This is his first bout. Give that kid some credit. He has taken some punches here, but...
he delivered some,
He's delivered them, too.
I mean, he's a shorter guy fighting a much taller guy.
But I mean,
He got that nice hook.
He's fighting like he's done this, you know.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, he's got a very good showing. He's letting some of these shots get him down. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
gonna
some pretty hard shots.
maybe getting a little tired here.
A little bit.
He's just got to find that little gear.
He's got to keep breathing.
Just
You
make
see
it
him
through the-
breathing out there, right, Coach? Breathe.
Yep. Relax. Relaxing is one of the best things you can do.
They're not breathing with their punches.
Skylar's rocking him.
They're holding their breath.
That's a problem, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Something me and JJ have been trying to get a lot of you guys up at the gym to work on.
Yep. Breathe.
10 seconds.
Round 2. I'm going to give that one to Collins.
Yeah.
Definitely go to Skylar Collins.
Collins on that one. But Ethan, he's done pretty well.
Oh, he's standing in there. He's eating the big shots, but he's also getting in there, getting some big shots.
He can get just as good as he gives.
He's coming back with shots. Exactly what you guys said. He's coming back with shots. That means a lot for that kid. And they're hard shots.
Yep.
If you were to talk to Skylar Collins, Skylar would tell you he's hitting me hard.
Oh, yeah.
What me and JJ would be saying right now in practice is conditioning.
Oh, that's what's winning out right now. I guarantee you right now that's what's winning. And more than that. But
why do you think I have the guys at the gym run so many circuits? And I don't give a lot of water breaks.
Pay attention to the ref. Here we go, round 3.
Skylar comes right out of the back.
Right there. Skylar just needs to probably withstand that storm. And
he's got to, Skylar, he's got to watch that because a guy that's a desperate fighter right now is still dangerous.
Yeah, with that one shot.
That takes and that changes the whole momentum of the fight.
Oh, yeah.
I can see he's confident and he needs to stay confident, but he needs to be wary because that guy's throwing because he has to.
Nah. I mean, Ethan's going to be throwing for the fences.
Oh, he's got to. He's going to try to knock him out here. It's his goal. That's what he's got to in this fight right now because Collins is definitely up points-wise.
Well, you can see the frustrations. Let's go. Don't give up. You fight.
That middle game of Skylar Collins today has been his money.
He's doing a great job following down the pipe.
Bet.
When you're landing,
which is what you do when a guy's swinging at you outside with all those hooks. Where do you go?
You either step in or back out. Yep, just like that. Get in there, smother them punches.
Got a standing count going on.
Keep your head up, man.
Breathe, kiddo.
Just try and finish it out, bud.
Yep. Stay in there, Ethan.
Stay in
You've
there.
done a good job, kid. Ethan Barnes.
Oh. Come on. Give some back. Let's go.
He's got it in him still.
Ref's watching it. Ref's watching it close.
Yeah, he is. He's got his eye right on him.
Yeah.
He sees it. He sees it. He sees it. That's a good ref.
Oh. He's right in there.
Oh. Come on. Why'd you let off?
I don't know why.
There. Ref called.
Good fight.
Oh, we got some animosity going on after the match there, boys.
Oh, even the ref saw I
mean, I just think he was running out of gas. I think he just ran out. He was fighting pretty good. I think that
round 1, they were both on par with each other. Just gas tank went out.
If you can't put the pedal down for 2 full rounds, and expect to have some for third if you didn't train for having a third round gas tank. And getting punched takes cardio away.
Who do you got here, fellas?
Collins.
Yep.
I'm trying to remain completely neutral, but
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner for bout number 35, fighting out of the red corner by unanimous decision. Let's give it up for Skylar Collins.
That was a good fight between 2 local men right there.
that was
Good job, kids. Good job, kids.
Very good fight.
I was just talking to the ref over here, guys, and he was telling me he probably would have stopped that fight, actually. Wouldn't have let it get into the third because all of those hooks that Ethan was throwing were hitting Skylar Collins' shoulders. Those do not count.
Oh, they don't?
They have to get on the inside.
Oh,
So he was basically,
Not
points-wise, kind of wasting his time there.
No.
So the ref probably maybe should have stopped it because of that fact. And that's not from me. That's not from my expert opinion. I was just talking to one of the other refs.
That's one of the judges.
Yeah. But they're exchanging. Each one of them have been in and out.
They've been cycling out because I mean, our first session was 24 fights. This one's how many? 14.
14
Run over there.
So that's what, 38 fights
in a day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the ring.
That's a lot.
Coming out of the state of Colorado and weighing in at 164 pounds, let's give it up for Kanan Sloan. And fighting out of the blue corner, coming to us from the state of Nebraska, weighing in at 162.4 pounds, let's give it up for Christian Rojas.
All righty. Christian Rojas is fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska at
here we
Victory
go.
Boxing Gym.
Nice. Cannon Sloan. Cannon Sloan. Another one out of Pueblo, Colorado. The Pueblo Stylers.
Christian's got the nickname The Machine.
Well, this is it for me, fellas. I got to get out of here. It's a pleasure commentating with you guys.
Absolutely,
great
Eric.
having
It's
you here.
always a pleasure to see you, young man. You have
Yeah.
a wonderful family.
I'll quote JJ. Get up to the gym.
We will.
Get up to the gym, boss.
We will be back, and I'll be here tomorrow. My wife's coming, so
Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
all right.
I'll be sitting in the same spot.
Good luck, guys.
Take care of yourselves.
too. Oh, we got a great fight going on here. Great exchanging going on.
That's a heavy first round.
Oh, yes, it is.
Let's see Rojas fighting out of Omaha. Started because he wanted to lose weight.
And also the Rocky movies from 1976.
Oh, that's beautiful. That won an Oscar.
Oh, that was a nice lead hook by Sloan.
Sloan, a bigger kid here.
Nice.
He's
got-
moving
got-
pretty well
he's-
for his
he's-
size.
Yeah, he's got some great footwork. Well, Christian's finding a nice home for that backhand. He's doing a great job of getting in and getting right back out.
There's that 10-second count. Good first round out of both of these
Oh
guys.
yeah, it is. And I like how they're not going all out. They're pacing it. They're throwing hard punches, but not to where they're tiring
I
themselves.
tip my hat. The boxing today is just phenomenal. Every single one of these coaches, every single one of these kids.
Oh my God! I thought I smelled cabbage.
Every single one of these gyms, these people have done a marvelous job. It's been just a great day of boxing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Uh-oh, they gave me the mic back.
Hey,
Oh, uh-oh.
There's
now,
the champ.
Now we're in trouble. Does that mean we get to leave?
Yeah, you can take off.
no, that means you get to run extra at practice.
Double time. Double time.
You mean you be running extra?
You know I will be.
Mike runs half because every one of his steps is 2 of yours. That's a math problem. Did you catch that? You got a math.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, here we go. Cannon Sloan versus Christian Rojas. Who we got so far, gentlemen? That opened up the nose big time. Did you see that?
I'd have to say Sloan.
Sloan does a good job of boxing.
Oh my gosh.
Rojas is a big dude.
Rojas is putting on the pressure right now.
Could have swore I saw his nose start bleeding, but unless it magically stopped on its own, I must be seeing things.
Just like has a cork up there. Just like,
This is going on my 13th hour of doing this, so
It's been a busy day, Captain.
I-
It's been a busy day.
I could be imagining things at this stage.
well, he is wearing red, so
And he's wearing a lot of white, too. You don't get away with blood and white. That
No.
That becomes very obvious very quickly.
Sloan derives his inspiration from his dad because he is cool.
I like it.
Man, I wish my kids would say that about me.
I know,
I know,
right?
right?
You better do something so they will.
I need to work on that.
Another good round, Josh.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Christian has a shout-out to his mom, dad, little brother, Rebecca, Santiago, and Carlos Rojas.
I like Cannon Sloan. He says, I just wanted to get involved.
Oh,
It's great.
Usually you join a club or something to trash. This guy's like, I'm going to punch people in the face.
That's what he wanted to get involved with.
That's involved as you get.
Sounds like somebody else I know, Coach.
There's lots of ways to be involved.
You know a couple of ways to hurt a man.
There's, at least two. I found two at least.
Yeah.
two. Two. We'll just laugh. We'll just laugh.
All right, back to the fight. What we're looking at now? So have you guys changed your mind, or still sticking with?
I'm still sticking with Sloan.
Are ya?
I got to go with Sloan so far. He's boxing really well. Rojas.
Rojas is showing great pressure, though. He's showing great forward pressure.
He's got more fights. The interesting part.
Is that Sloan has 0?
That's what it says, I think.
This Sloan's very first fight.
This is his first fight.
Debut fighter. I'll be darned. He's doing a great job for being debut.
Impressive showing.
Christian's got, I can't tell if that's 4 or 9.
I think it's a 9.
Here we go, third and final round.
Oh, now we got it.
Wow, we got swinging going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Nice boxing.
Yeah, for Rojas being the shorter man, he sure is staying in there.
Oh, yeah. He's doing a great job not letting Sloan's reach get to him.
Not worried about that reach, is he?
No, he's not. He's fighting his fight.
Yeah, it's interesting. The bigger guy kind of wants to be on the inside, too. He
Yeah.
wants to be up close and personal a little bit.
He does. Don't see that often.
Good slip by Rojas.
Sloan giving a couple shout-outs to his dad and his brother. Rojas says, my mom, my dad, and my brother.
Oh, you can't forget the brothers and sisters and family.
Nope.
That's where fighting starts.
Oh, yeah.
You got it.
Fighting with your siblings. That's where you cultivate the early aspects of the
You
game.
get the love of fighting.
Love to punch your brother in the mouth.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Oh,
There was a
good
nice
punch by
left.
Sloan.
I got 3 younger brothers, so it was a lot of fun for me.
I was the youngest. I had to be the toughest, I would guess.
I believe that's how that works out. Oh, here they go. Last 10 seconds.
Oh, my gosh.
Nice
was a
exchange,
great fight.
guys. There, you're right, Coach. He does got a bloody nose.
Does he?
Now he's got a little bit of blood coming out that nose.
So, my nose bleeds fairly easily for whatever reason. God bless me with that wonderful gift. So,
Right.
the only way to keep a bloody nose from causing a bunch of blood everywhere is to tip your head back, which exposes your chin. So, instead of getting blood everywhere, he took the risk of putting his chin up in the air. That's the only way you can do it.
It's interesting. Happening right there in the middle of a fight, guys. That's gold.
Who'd have known, right? I could have swore he got hit, and I saw blood splurt out of his nose onto his red glove.
You knew.
And I was like, oh, man, that was bad. And he literally stuck his head up in the air and swallowed all that blood that whole fight.
Science of fighting.
That's a fighter right there.
It's amazing. Yeah, seriously.
That's great.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
great.
That's a guy who doesn't want to clean the mats when he's
All
done.
right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner for bout number 36. By unanimous decision and fighting out of the red corner, let's give it up for Sloan.
You guys called it. Dead on.
I don't know if I'd give it unanimous because round 1 was close. Round 1 was really close.
I might have given it to Rojas. Yeah.
Well, unanimous decision doesn't mean they won all 3 rounds. It just means all 3 judges scored the majority of rounds for them.
Yes.
So they can win 1 round as long as all 3 judges saw that they only won 1 round.
Right.
So,
Thank you, Coach. That's important.
science. It's the science.
The science. He's like, get it right.
Anything else? I'll be here all day.
Hey, you got to get it right.
Tomorrow.
Get out of the game if you're not going to get it right.
All right, what do you guys think about this guy entering the ring right now?
My bias is all over it.
A little bit of bias here. This is one guy, Coach, that I fight a lot up in the gym. Sam's a tough kid. I really like to fight him. He's he reads you. He's scientific about it.
He's got great cardio.
He's got great cardio, and I'm going to tell you that's usually where it ends up between he and I. His cardio.
Yesterday I had him do 10 rounds of tag sparring, and he went all 10 rounds. And
All right,
still
ladies and
wanted more.
gentlemen, for bout number 37, please help me welcome to the ring, fighting out of the red corner, making his way here, but from the state of Iowa, weighing in at 166.8 pounds. Let's hear it for Altrell Durr. And fighting out of the blue corner, coming to us from the state of Nebraska and weighing in at 170.4 pounds. Let's hear it for Samuel Musselman.
Here we go, boys.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I'm kind of nervous.
Come
a little
on,
bit.
Sammy.
Got some butterflies going here.
A little bit.
A
I'm not
little
even
bit.
in the ring.
A little bit.
So we apologize ahead of time to Altrell. We are all from top tier. We train together. We love this kid that's out there. So nothing but love for you also. But our bias is obviously showing.
Yeah. Good to see you, Altrell. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Hope
From
to see ya.
Chicago, moved to Des Moines, Iowa.
Age
Chicago.
24.
Chicago by way of Iowa, huh? Des Moines?
Yeah. We already know all about Sam.
Yeah.
Just got to give him the shout out to Enzo's Athletic for shaping his muscles and Top Tier for teaching how to fight.
Altrell gives credit to his little brother for driving with him to be a part of this boxing tournament. I
That's
like
awesome.
it.
Family, man.
That's great.
If you're not fighting with family, you're all
not doing it
alone.
right.
You're all alone, man.
We got a little bit of a pause in action here. Ref checking on something.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on. You guys.
I have no idea.
Waiting on the doctor? Is that
Wait,
what you said?
doctor.
Okay. We love our physicians, and we can't do this without him. So we'll give him a little bit of slack.
Honestly, if we didn't have the physician, we wouldn't be able to have this at all.
It's true.
Pivotal part of this game, isn't it, guys?
Oh, yes.
Well, the most important part is keeping everybody safe.
Bet.
That doctor is exactly key for that.
We were talking about that earlier, and a coach protecting a kid. We saw a fight earlier where a
Young
coach stopped the
inspirations.
fight,
Yes.
and we explained to the fans listening out there that that's a good thing. That's a coach protecting a kid, and that's a good coach doing a good job.
Yep. You live to fight another day.
Yep.
Making him, keep taking a beating that he doesn't need to.
Here we go.
Sam's right off the bat.
Sam's going to try and be an aggressor here.
He's using that jab.
Altrell reading him a little bit.
Nice shot to the body.
Ooh, those are heavy body shots.
Those are heavy body shots.
Altrell slugging.
Oh, yeah, he is. Those body shots, he's feeling them.
Sam staying moving.
That's where Sam's going to need to stay. Sam's got to move, and he's got to stay loose.
The good thing is you can't slug all day long. At some point, those slow down just a hair.
I mean, Altrell is throwing bombs, man.
Oh, yeah. You don't need any of
You
those.
do not.
And he's landed on the body, too. That's the worst place.
Knowing some of the people Sam spars with, though, give it after this first round, see if he makes some correct adjustments.
Right.
Yeah. The first round is going to be pivotal for Sam.
Oh, yeah.
If Altrell starts landing bombs and he gets in his head, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, that will be a problem.
Sam, well, he's doing a great job moving.
He's starting to drop his hands, so his body shots are hurting.
Alger, yep, that's his game plan.
Yep.
You can see it.
But when you start doing that, that's what opens up the head. Yep. Yeah. Ouch. Altrell's got a good slip, man.
He does.
He's
he
elusive.
does.
It's a great fight.
That was a nice return there by Sam. Had all that power from Altrell.
Yep, and he reset, so that's good.
Yeah, good point, Coach.
There you go.
Altrell's doing the smart thing, trying to work that body on the taller guy.
It's a good fight, guys.
It is.
Hang in it, Samo.
Those are heavy punches.
Yes, they are. I'm proud of Sam for taking those.
Yep, for sure. Question is, can Altrell throw those for 3 solid rounds?
It's a great question.
I don't know, but I know Sam can move for 3.
Still doing it.
Yep. Move.
Get out of there, Sammy.
There you
There's a
There
good
you
move.
go,
Get on him,
Sam.
get on him, get on him. Good.
Work.
Oh, sorry, Altrell. Not getting too biased here.
Excellent fight.
Listen,
Good.
That's good stuff.
I mean, the coach in me wants to come
I
out so
know.
bad.
I'm trying so hard not to say anything.
10 seconds left. Sam's starting to slip a little bit back. That's good to see because eating those punches over and over and over.
You
sucks.
don't want to do that. It does suck.
It's a long fight if you do that. All right, what do you take off your biases and what do you think?
Altrell.
Yeah, I got to give it the first round to Altrell too. He's slipping.
Agreed.
Slip. And those body shots are killer. You can see it.
Yep, it's a setup too. That's his game plan.
Yep. And you see it as soon as Sam's hands start to drop a little bit because those body shots are hurting.
He goes
right
right
to that
upstairs.
Smart. I mean, you got to give it to him. That's smart.
His IQ's good. He's got great fight IQ. I'm trying not to look over in Sam's corner because
Yeah.
Sam's looking
Well,
good.
Coach Conley's got it covered over here, giving him, I'm sure he paid attention to the fight and gave him what he needs to do here for this second round.
All right, here's where the rubber meets the road. If Altrell is able to keep up that pace he was in the first round, it's not going to be a fun fight. Nope. Sam's going to work.
Sam's going to have to.
Coach JJ probably told him he needs to pick it up just a little bit. Don't let him sit so long to throw those big bombs.
Good. Work the jab. Nice job.
Altrell's got a stiff jab himself.
Yeah, he does.
And you can tell those body shots hurt Sam because he's overreacting to them.
It's a nice match, guys.
Yeah, this is a good fight.
This is what you want to see.
Yep.
Great boxing.
Discipline of both of these boxers. I mean, just knowing Sam and his discipline and how he conducts himself in life, I mean, you can see it in his fighting form.
Stellar human being. He really is a great guy.
You got it.
In and out of the ring.
Doctor's gonna have a look.
Got a bloody nose.
That plays to Altrell's side. It gives him a little bit of a break, and so the slugger likes to see that, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's throwing some bombs.
Has been this whole match.
Yep.
And it's controlled. It's precise.
He's got nothing but stone in those hands.
Practiced. Sammy got him a fight here today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, he did. Got tangled up.
Ooh,
There you go.
vicious.
He ate too many backhands.
Did.
Yeah, that right landed right on the money. Sam's right with it though. We're
There's
back
no
at it.
quitting him.
Nope.
No, he won't quit on you.
But the problem is he probably lost the first round, and now he's got a 10-8 in the second. Mathematically, that's hard to come back from.
Yeah.
Mathematically, it is. He's going to look for a knockout blow or something.
This is a fight.
This
Yeah,
is a
it is.
fight. I mean,
Look at him go. Jeez.
that's nice. Good job, Sammy. Good job,
Yeah.
Artrell.
Yeah.
You guys
oh,
have done
come
a
on.
great job.
Don't let him hold on.
Oh, don't let him push you. Don't
Good.
let him hold.
Yeah. See what you do with the brawler? You drag him into the deep and see if he can really, truly swim. And if he can't, that's when he drowns. And
There
that's
it is.
that's where we're at right now. And Altrell's trying to get a break because he can breathe, because his game plan's not working.
Warning,
as
you
well.
just said it. Warning from the ref right there.
See what I'm saying? But again, mathematically, he's way up. And Sam's doing a great job trying to come back. There you go.
Yeah, it is. Come on, Sammy.
God. So hard not to cheer for Sam.
I know. That's why I'm not on this fight. I'm trying not to talk as much.
Mr. Durr, we apologize. We do love you. We
You're
do.
putting on one
Dirt.
heck of a show.
Yes, you are. They both get kind of tired here by the end of this round.
Good second round. Wow. Man, I kind of want to give Sam that round because he really brought it back. And 8 does not help, or that 8 count does not help.
I kind of want to give him that round too, but he did bring it back. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's much closer to what you want to see. If he's gonna pull this off, that's what you want to see.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong on this one, so internet, please correct me. But I believe a 10-8 round doesn't count for scoring. Now, obviously, it counts in the judge's mind because anytime you get your fight stopped for a little bit, that you think about that. But I think it doesn't actually count in the actual scoring of the official tally. So I could be wrong on that, but
Good one to check on.
here we go. Third and final round.
Been a good fight so far, guys.
Oh, this has been a fantastic fight. This is what you look for. All heart, just a little bit of blood, and Sam goes right back to it.
Sam goes right back to it.
Well, honestly, that's the way. If he's tired, don't let him breathe.
Nope.
Stay on
You're
him.
going to have
and
to stay on him. And I think Coach Conley noticed that and kind of gave Sam some coaching in that direction.
Yeah, Sam's doing a fantastic job. Just staying on him. Just
Yep.
staying on him.
Yep, he
Don't-
sees that he's wore down a little
Don't
bit.
give him time to set.
Look at him. He's wrestling him. He's trying to get that break. Yep. Warning.
Another warning, second warning for that wrestle.
And Sam goes directly back in there. And you notice his power is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Tired. I have been in that same position with Sam, and Sam has put me there.
He's exhausted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's trying to dirty
Proud of
box.
him. Proud of that kid.
Sam's got to try and get a little bit of distance that way he can. Because they're just rabbit punching each other
Right now, that's what's going on. We're just in. Oh, we got a low blow.
Still
Sam's
active.
rocking it, man.
He's
he
still
is.
active.
This is a good fight right here.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
This they drug down into the trenches.
Yes,
Right-
they did.
right now-
like you just said, let's go.
Right
let's
now,
go
this is
down.
all hard.
This right here, boys, is when you find out who you are as a man.
Oh, yeah.
You have stated the correct statement.
And these are two men right here.
You will find out who you are as a man. We got another stoppage. Another holding warning.
If he gets another one, he's probably going to get a point.
They won't take a point.
They won't?
No. I would be very surprised. I mean, he's not that blatant about it. You know what I mean? So
It's hidden. It's
yeah.
hidden.
He's being smart about it. You know. He's a good boxer.
He is, actually. Very impressive.
It doesn't have how many bouts he's had.
Well, I didn't write it down. which is strategic also. Kid's smart. Like, let's be honest.
Now this is like a pushing contest.
Now we're just exhausted. We're up against each other. Refs separating them. Going to get them backs into boxing. That's a good job by both of these guys. That's a nice fight.
This is a fantastic fight, man. This is just all hard.
What you want to see.
Yep.
That's the sport of it, the science of it, the heart. I ain't done.
Last 10
There's
seconds.
that 10 seconds where they were both waiting to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Go time.
Now they're going to try and put on everything they got left.
Come on.
Sam. Oh,
Good fight.
great fight.
There's Sammy giving him some love.
That's
was
just
a good
Sam.
Yeah,
That's Sam.
Yeah, it is.
That is
Oh,
definitely Sam.
we punched each other a bunch. Let's be friends. Broke my nose. Let's be buddies.
Sam had one of the worst nose breaks I've ever seen in fighting. Like
Yeah.
his nose pointed this way,
Ooh.
and he reached up and yanked on it and tried to set it himself,
Oh, my God.
and did not do it. But he gave his all with that yank, and it made me almost wet my pants. That's how.
I'd start crying.
Abraham Sanchez gave me a nose shot that turned mine sideways up there, and Coach Conley kind of gave it a quick grab, and then I kind of pulled it a little more. So I kind of know what you're talking about
Did
there,
it go
buddy.
back?
It went back a little bit, but the ladies said I look better with it crooked. So
Chicks dig scars. That's a true statement. And good fight.
That was a good fight. Hard-hitting fight.
All right,
job.
ladies and gentlemen,
Good
your
job.
winner for bout number 37 by unanimous decision, coming out of the red corner. Let's hear it for Altrell Durr.
That was a good call.
That was the right call. I love Sam to death, but it was the first round
round.
and a half. Really, what
it really
fight.
was.
Yep.
You got it. I mean, he came roaring back, and he did a nice job there in the end of that second and the third round. But it was the first.
Yep. All heart.
Another good bout.
All right.
Now we got another local versus local fight.
Uh-oh. What we got here?
Oh, we got a big boy stepping up in there. Oh. Oh. Oh, well, yeah, there's Jason right there. Jason over.
Yep. Local North Platte versus local North Platte.
Another one of those nice bites. We got
All right, bout number 38.
These boys are a little bit bigger.
Please help me welcome to the ring, fighting out of the red corner, coming to you from the state of Nebraska, and weighing in at 187.6 pounds. Let's hear it for Hunter Green. And fighting out of the blue corner, also coming to you from the state of Nebraska and weighing in at 199.2 pounds. Let's hear it for Ryan Gifford.
This one's going to be a hard one for me. Spent a lot of time with Ryan up at top tier.
Yep. I have spent some time in the ring with him myself.
A good boxer.
Yeah, we got
Weather
that
that
aggression.
storm.
We're starting off with that storm fight.
Yep.
He's going to have to learn to break that storm, or the ref's not going to let it happen.
Well, there's a big age gap. Hunter's 29, Ryan's 18.
Yeah, that's a huge gap, to be honest.
There you go, Ryan.
A little
Stay
better.
active.
Get tough. Get tough.
Watch out, Ryan. I don't know if that was a knockdown or a trip.
I'm not sure. That looked like a trip.
His
to me.
legs were pretty tangled up, but he did hit him on the way down.
That he did.
They'll give it a knockdown there, Coach.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
There you go, Ryan. Just let him punch himself out. There.
He's not going to let it happen. He's not going to let it happen.
That's it, folks.
And that's a ref kind of looking out for a guy right there.
Makes sense.
Does. Good ref. Good job reffing.
He's got to have a little bit more respect for his opponent than that.
What are you saying?
Oh, he's
Ryan Gifford giving credit to his coach for always pushing him.
Oh.
Hunter Green says, I give thanks to my dad.
that fight was over so quick that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by judges' decision to stop. Fighting out of the red corner, let's hear it for Hunter Green.
Could be our last bout of the evening.
Are we at to our main event?
Yeah.
The main event.
We got a Fremont fighter and a Fort Collins, Colorado fighter.
Another fighter out of the Fremont Boxing Club.
They brought a lot of kids down.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
They do a good job showing up.
No, I have a top tier fighter that I'd want to see fight Hunter. Big John.
John.
The one that works with JJ.
Oh yeah. That's actually a good match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
They're both
they're both sluggers and they're both got that big belt. Big sons of guns.
That'd be a fun one to watch.
Another tall guy situation here, guys.
We're
sir.
into the heavyweights.
Well, if I don't get a chance to say it, it's been a pleasure calling these fights with you guys.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a blast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Great
here we
time.
are.
Thank you.
Bout number
Appreciate the
39,
opportunity.
the final bout of day one of the 4th annual Buffalo Bill Brawl National Open Tournament. Please help me welcome to the ring, fighting out of the red corner and coming to us from the state of Colorado, weighing in at 228 pounds. Let's hear it for Emery Palacio. And fighting out of the blue corner, coming to us from the state of Nebraska and weighing in at 240.2 pounds, let's give it up for Brandon Estrada.
Here we go, folks. Last fight of the night.
Amir's debut right here.
No fights for Amira.
No. Brandon's got 2 under his belt.
Estrada's 21, and Amira is 20.
Both young kids.
And here we go with the heavyweights. This is our first heavyweight bout of the night, isn't it? Or the day?
Seems to be.
Yeah.
There might have been a light heavyweight one earlier, but I think you're right.
The last fight was light heavy.
Yep.
So this is going to be, figured there'd be some big bombs being thrown in this one.
Looks like Estrada's going for the lower half.
You have to.
Emery Palacio giving shouts out here to his mom, Erica, his brothers, Isari and Riker. So,
Let Brandon get into boxing because I needed to get fit.
I like it.
That's amazing reason why to get in boxing.
One of my reasons. Emery Palacio fighting out of the gym Azteca Boxing, Fort Collins, Colorado.
They brought a bunch of good boxers up.
course, we know about the Fremont Boxing Club, and that's Estrada.
Amir, for a big guy, he's really light on his feet.
He's dancing.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Big old boy's going to work.
About had a TV on you, Coach.
But I had a full-grown man on me, too.
Amir, for this being his debut fight, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Actually, I agree.
I'm with Brad. I think some of these guys doctored up that chart. Like, how could you be this good and not ever have a fight?
Brandon's trying to take his head off, though.
Oh, yeah, he is.
We got a holding call there. Ref calling a timeout.
I think we have an equipment malfunction, or what's going on here?
This chin strap came undone.
Yeah.
Like, that headgear's moving around. That's the worst thing. Take a big head shot, and that headgear spins around.
Yeah, these are big shots by the big boys.
Oh, yeah.
They're big shots.
We've been seeing some big bombs being thrown, but even these guys' light punches are heavy. Just like that big old hook.
Uh, 10 seconds.
Seems like a lot of duck, charge, and hug coming out of Estrada there.
I was just corrected by the truck that it's Emery, not Emery. Apologies, Emery.
Well, thank you, truck driver.
She is the driver of the truck.
Dude, she's been driving the whole thing.
That is no lie. If you had any idea how much she had her fingers in to get this thing off the ground, it's an amazing
What, 4
thing.
years ago?
No, tonight, just
yesterday.
Tonight. And the weeks leading up to it.
I can only imagine the work she's put in.
6 months pregnant, just a grinder.
You wouldn't even be able to tell.
I bet she'd have to be, Coach.
Think so?
Yeah. I mean, you're a tough guy.
Take it easy on people. What are you talking about?
Unless you're up in jits. Then his only purpose is, I want to choke you out.
Well, I can tell you this. When my son was in school, he really loved having her as a teacher.
Good. And honestly, there's been a lot of parents that have told me that. So
You betcha.
it's definitely a loss for the teacher or the kid. She's not a teacher anymore, but
Well, she, like you said, has done a good job with everything.
absolutely.
Dude, I swear, Amir's fought before. Because he's still remaining composed. He looks the same way he did early in the first round.
I mean, I can't disagree with you. He's dancing, moving the way he's supposed to be. He's not the tired one.
Oh, got him on the ropes.
And Brandon's just all like, I notice how that technique's been very effective in this tournament so far. Just bull rush and punch.
Maybe a little rookie fighting right there, a little bit maybe.
Are both these guys debuts, or they're pretty early?
Brandon's has 2 bouts under
So
his
this will
belt.
be his third.
But Amir, for having no bouts,
Emery.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Emery for no bouts looks good. That was your point, correct?
That's where you're going with that,
Maybe.
right?
Very possibly. Yes. I will agree with these guys.
A nice uppercut there and a nice right hook.
Those are some big boys right there.
You guys ready to catch?
I will if I have to.
Here they come.
I mean, that's over 450 pounds right there. I don't know how much can you lift.
I got him.
All right, I'm going to run.
That's another one. There you go. We need to see that turn. Get off the rope there.
That was a beautiful step, spin, get out of danger. Oh, good
Bring
double
it back
leg.
to the center of the ring.
Excellent double leg.
I was waiting for the spear for him to go through the ropes.
Did you hear that body shot, though?
Yes, I did.
He made the noise.
He did. He heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is again.
He's being told uppercut by his camp, which would probably be the thing to do right here. What do you got, Coach? What do you do out of this situation?
Listen to your corner.
Yeah, I agree. Brandon's ducking and trying to dip inside and lock up. You catch a guy coming in like that with an uppercut. Solid advice. Oh, we're coming in the home stretch, the final round of the final fight of today.
Of the first day.
The first day.
That was a lot of F's in one
A
sentence.
good day if you're a boxing fan to have come, because every single one of these fights today were worth. I mean, they've been just great. It's phenomenal fighting all day long.
Yeah, these kids really put everything on the line and really showed up, man. All of them. Fantastic work.
Brandon has a shout out for the Estrada family. Like some of it's in Spanish, so I don't know. Like,
don't want to take a crack at it.
Yeah, no, I didn't even take Spanish in high school.
El Fiero.
Fire.
From
El
MMA.
Fuego.
No, Fuego is fire.
I know that's what this fight is right now. It's fire.
Oh, did you see that
Trying
turn?
to spin him
Beautiful
around.
turn, Yeah.
He's trying to get that charge out. There he goes.
Smart.
He saw his opening and took it. Warning from the ref.
That 1-2. I will tell every tall guy I ever come across, use that 1-2 to perfection. Oh,
There's that uppercut we talked.
uppercut.
There it is. Estrada getting pretty tired here and doing a lot of hugging.
Oh,
Are you ready, Micah?
I'm ready. We'll catch him.
That made me clench a little bit.
I sat back in the chair.
My reaction was a little late.
Mike is going to one-arm 450 pounds.
might have had an owie there.
Mike is praying to Jesus. Please don't fall.
Hey, it worked.
It did. He's like, the powers that be send you back.
Pretty impressed with the coaching actually out of Azteca Boxing for Miri, because that guy's got good skill. A little frustrated right here, right now.
Did he just call a timeout? What's going on?
He did. He did.
Chin strap again.
Time to get some new headgear.
Why? This one gives him breaks.
I mean,
cheap headgear. Thank you for the.
I had a friend in wrestling that would, when he got tired, he could look for his contact lens. He didn't wear contacts.
Are you ready, Brad? Me and you both jumped up right there.
I was just reacting to Micah's reaction because his eyes got about this big around.
Can hear those thudding shots to the body.
Yeah, even the ones that don't look like they're throwing very hard, they still hurt.
you like that sound.
That thud.
That's the sound you want to hear.
Yep.
Did I just hear the 10-second ding, ding, ding?
I didn't, so
I
maybe
did not either. There it is. 10 seconds.
Now this is scary.
that might help him get the victory.
Oh, yeah. All right, who you guys got?
I'm going to mispronounce his name. You already know.
Emery.
Emery Palacio.
I like it.
I'm from Fort Collins, Colorado, age 21.
No-
that was
no
his
way
first
that-
fight. Azteca Boxing. I'm going to give it to him.
No way that's his first fight.
Brandon Estrada did a fantastic job, though. He really hung in there and went to war, so props to him.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get punched by either of those big
As tired
boys.
as he was to keep swinging like that, yeah, he went to war and hung in there.
Yep, great fight. So anybody listening at home, the Crawford-Spence fight is on at Brigham's Tap Room here in town. That's going to be a fantastic fight.
Oh, that place is going to be packed.
It's going to be wall to wall. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be electric in there.
Pound for pound, what were you going to say, Coach
All right,
Crawford?
ladies and gentlemen, your winner for bout number 39 by unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, let's hear it for Emery Palacio.
Emery's first victory.
1-0,
Good job, guys.
All right, I'd like to
Undefeated.
thank everybody for coming out to day one of the 4th annual Buffalo Bill Brawl National Open Tournament. But before you go, our sponsor, Brigham's Tap Room, has got the Crawford versus Spence Jr. fight
Weren't
going
you
on
just
right now.
saying?
So, if I were you, I would get right in your car, head on down there for some great food, some great drinks, and a great fight. I had a great time. I hope y'all had a great time too. We'll see you tomorrow.
All righty.
Man, Justin summed it up right there. Crawford-Spence, pound for pound, two of the best in the world right now.
Everyone says Spence has been ducking him for years.
That's what they
Yes.
say.
That's what they say.
Not tonight.
It's happening.
I'm excited.
So am I.
Who you got?
Well, Crawford, obviously.
Yeah.
Crawford. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, Crawford's a Nebraska boy. We're Nebraska boys.
You better.
Yeah.
You best be going that route.
But to be
be
honest,
representing.
Crawford's got a set of tools that he can pull from. He can switch, southpaw. He can brawl. He's got so many different tools in the tool bag that I think Spence is in over his head. But we're gonna find out.
That's
Yes,
what I
we
wanted
are.
to hear. Good job, Coach.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. Everybody at home, we love you. Have a good night.
Yeah, man. For sure.
Hi, I'm Buffalo Bill, here at the Golden Spike Tower in North Platte at Lincoln County Historical Museum. Yeehaw! Holy look at all these trains. I'm shaking, I'm so excited. Here in North Platte, we like to go tanking. You don't even need to worry about where you're going. I've been facing backwards this whole time. Race! Ah! Can I get a straw? Thanks. Champions aren't born. They're built. Through hard work and dedication. Through sacrifice and an iron will. Through inspiration from within. And from those we surround ourselves with. Blood, sweat, and tears is how champions are built. When giving up feels like the only option, we press on. When you feel like you have nothing left, you dig a little deeper, push a little farther, move a little faster. When you move past what is, and start to move toward what could be, that is when goals start to become reality, and dreams become memories.